Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Casually FC. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Smash up the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Also, be sure to hype up the video. Comments, all that fun stuff. Memberships, only 4 tiers, only 99p for the first tier. And if you're new here, if you've never been on this channel, for today, for the purposes of keeping peace in my chat, 1 hour. 1 hour before you can comment. All right, so pick up to the day unos who don't have to go through that. But hey, listen, you may have won the league today. Congrats if you did. I'll just, you know, I'll play nice. I'll congrats for that. I'm gonna throw some moves in there too. But yeah, congrats on your PGMOL title if you're an Arsenal fan. If you came here to banter, well, you're going to have to wait an hour. And if you wait an hour and you still banter, then kudos. I got to give it to you. You know, that's respect. Respect the game and respect the hustle. But big up to every single one of you guys in the chat. Like I said, smash up the like and all that fun stuff. And people, we had a game today. And it was against Spurs. And people were nervous about us not being able to win this, including myself. And you know what? Shame on me. Shame on me because, yeah, it's just, we should know by now that this is just a guaranteed 3 points.
Well done. Wow, amazing, brilliant. Well done, super good job.
Yeah, so should have known. And the score reflects it, people. Chelsea were able to come out of this one victorious 2-1 with a pretty rotated side, I would say. It wasn't our best lineup, but it was a lineup nonetheless that went out there and got the job done. We'll start off with obviously the summary of today's game. And actually, before we would continue on, there's a few things to point out. This was the last home game of the season. And as a result, match day program, all that kind of stuff came out. We'll be talking about that on the weekend, I'm sure. But yeah, a lot of things went down today in terms of the changes, match day program, last game of the season. But unfortunately, Chelsea, as of today, can no longer finish in 6th. So anyone who wanted to do the arithmetic and the juggling of how do we get Champions League football, it's not going to happen. So the Champions League football dream is completely now mathematically out of the equation. So that's not going to happen anymore. And not only is that not going to happen, partially due to, ooh, I decided to share the wrong window. That's my bad. Let me share the right window. Here we go. Bournemouth have now become, have now qualified for Europe. good for them. Their first time in 127 years. So, Andoni Raiola, kudos to yourself. I give you a round of applause. It's impressive. After having been completely stripped apart of their team, and people were saying at the beginning of the season they're probably going to get relegated, and instead of getting relegated, they got promoted to Europe. So big on them. And last but not least, obviously today, with the draw that Man City got, which damn City, you guys really dropped the ball this season. The PGMOL title goes to Arsenal. So again, yeah, congrats Arsenal. Yeah, you did it fair and square. Fair and square. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, you know, there's always controversy with many league titles out there. And this one's no different. There is a controversy along with it as well, with the whole season and how it's gone. And listen, at the end of the day, you can't blame Arsenal with how shit PGMOL have been. And I don't. But hey, not to say PGMOL, you really dropped the ball on this one. So congrats PGMOL for giving Arsenal the league title this season. So there you go. You all can hold that. And yeah, if you're celebrating, celebrate, man. It's been over 20 years since you guys last won a title. And hopefully my team doesn't follow in those same footsteps either, because it's only been 10 years since Chelsea won a title. I think we've won 5 titles since the last time Arsenal won a title. So yeah, just, you know, if you're an Arsenal fan, hopefully you're having fun. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Hopefully you're happy. But I also hope that you take this victory humbly, okay? Because remember, we have been representing London for a very long time now. And it's about time these Arsenal fucks stood up and did something about it. So, hey, welcome to the party. But just don't forget, okay? But yeah, Pierre Romero's got the right idea. Obviously, Tottenham do get battered everywhere they go. And with this game as well, Tottenham must win their next match. Otherwise, and West Ham need to win their match. And Tottenham get relegated. So, yeah, we did our part to try to relegate Tottenham. Now West Ham need to do their part to get them relegated, and so do Everton, who still have Europe to play for. So, yeah. Oh, as do we, by the way, because just because we're not going to be in UCL football, there's still Europe to play for. I'm sure some of these players still want to play for Europe, even though at this point, because it's not, you know, it's not UCL. I don't really know if I want it anymore. And it better not be Conference League. So I think I'd rather just not have Europe in general. But yeah, on the game, let's get into it, people. You had Robert Cech in between the sticks today. Had a brilliant performance, in my opinion. Really kept us in the game. Jarell Hato and Wesley Fofana as the center back partnership with Acheampong. Acheampong finally getting a start after God knows how long it's been since he's gotten his last start. Cuckoo on that left-hand side. Santos and Caicedo in the pivot with Enzo in the 10. Cole Palmer and Neto on the wings, and Delap in the 9. And listen, I can't complain about too many players today. I think overall today's performance was relatively okay. It was good to some extent. Delap coming in for João Pedro, who had a knock, and João Pedro unfortunately not making the Brazilian World Cup squad. So we'll talk about that obviously on the next Casually Chelsea show, which might be this Saturday to be fair. But yeah, it's unfortunate for him, but he got a knock. Let him rest. Let him enjoy the time off from the World Cup and recover and just be ready for next season. Because like I said, people, we have Xabi Alonso now watching. This is the Xabi Alonso trials, essentially, as far as I'm aware. And some players did step up today. So, you know, it took a little bit in that first half to really get the ball going. We were completely dominant for a while, and we were knocking on the door quite a bit. Cole Palmer actually decided to show up for this game, which is very surprising considering the season he's been having. But good on Cole Palmer. Showed up today, had very brilliant moments. Did die off towards the end, obviously, because tired legs and all that after an exhausting season. But turned up and ends up getting involved for that goal where he I forget who he beat on that right hand side, gets the ball to Neto, then Neto continues it on. Was it Neto? I think it was Neto. Then he continues the pass along to Enzo, and Enzo with no business taking a shot from so far away takes the shot. Kinski doesn't read the curvature of the ball and ends up completely reacting late to it and missing it. So Enzo ends up getting a brilliant goal from a good 30 to 35 yards out of the box. So yeah, it was a great shot, great goal. And yeah, we go up 1-0, and Fernandez is also another one that had a brilliant game today. I can't really complain too much about him. The first half, we continue to put pressure. We continue to kind of control the game. There were moments where Spurs did create a chance. Did look a little dangerous here and there, and didn't really do much outside of those few chances. I think if I read the stats right now, yeah, only 4 Shargets. Wow, shots on target. We're just gonna call them Shargets from now on. That's a better name. But yeah, only 4 shots on target for Spurs, which I think the majority of those, if not 3 of them, came in that second half. But yeah, we go into the second half. Same players come out. And yeah, we end up getting another goal thanks to a nice little pass from Enzo Fernandez into the box. Andre Santos is there. He puts it away, and boom, we're up 2-0, and convincingly now a little bit more comfortable in the game. The Chelsea fans were, cheering on, and they were up for it for a while. But I do have to say, unfortunately, and I understand why, with how bad the season's gone, a few Chelsea fans decided to leave early and not, be there to celebrate the end of the match, the last home game of the season. It is what it is. It's a bad season. We don't want to remember this season. It's one of the worst seasons as a Chelsea fan. I'm even surprised I'm even wearing a Chelsea kit, but when it comes to a derby like this, I feel like it's only right. Unfortunately, we couldn't end the game on a clean sheet. Richarlison did have to get his goal at some point, and he does. It came from, what was it, like a little flick on or something from Kolomoani. Richarlison is left unmarked. You could say it's either Fofana or Acheampong not tracking back in time to grab that man. But yeah, it's just he had a great opportunity to score, takes it, doesn't fumble it. Fumbled it a lot earlier. I remember that. That was hilarious. But yeah, game ends 2-1. Solid, not solid. Decent performance from the majority of players. Neto, typical Neto performance, so not really much to talk about there. And yeah, I think the rest we'll just talk about as a panel. But yeah, that's the last home game of the season, people. We have one more game against Sunderland on Sunday, and if all goes well, we get a win, and maybe we end up in Europa. But I would like to end the season on a high. That's all I'm saying, on the most minimal of highs. But regardless, just to win, just to be okay. It is what it is. The season ended the way it ended. We can look forward now to next season, and by look forward, I just mean look towards next season, not look into anticipation or excitement, because there's still a lot of work to be done at the club. There's still a lot of changes that need to be done in terms of transfer strategy. We took a step in the right direction with Xabi Alonso, in my opinion, but nothing's to stop this club from taking 2 steps in the wrong direction. Let's see what happens. Manager Alonso now in, and we'll go from there, people. We got a long summer to go over a lot of news, so stay tuned and stick around, subscribe. Obviously, I won't have the hour to chat on next time. This is just to help keep the chat not as filled with garbage comments from Arsenal fans that we might get. So it's more for the peace of mind of chat and us on stream. But yeah, Let's talk about it, people. Big up to every single one of you. Subscribe, smash a like, all that fun stuff. Let's get the panel on here. And Chris, we'll start with you, man. We never start with you. So, Chris, talk to me, man. How'd you feel about that game today?
I mean, yeah, like we definitely play a lot better. We was pressing, especially in the first half, at least. Anyway, the first half, like first 50 minutes or so, we was pressing so well. I'm not sure it's because we got a new manager. It's exciting. Or it's a mixture of both, like it's Tottenham and Chelsea. We're always up for a Tottenham game. We always want to beat them. But also seeing Xavi, exciting, like new manager. So maybe that's why. But yeah, like the first 15 minutes, yeah, we was pressing very well. Like Neto looked a lot better. Palmer, he took on like 2 players on the right and he flicked it to Neto. Neto went to Enzo, like you said, and he got a fantastic goal. Like Enzo was obviously fantastic today as well. He was everywhere. I felt like even everyone today was just up in their game. Even Delap. I know Delap wasn't like, you know, amazing, but like this was probably Delap's best game of the season. He was pressing Bella. He was actually making runs on the ball a lot better than normal anyway, I would say that. He was still messing up time to time because Delap is not a real footballer, let's say that.
It's not a striker, man. It's like the same things we were praising Kai Havertz for when we were trying to find things to praise Kai Havertz for. It's just this is worse than Kai Havertz.
This is probably Santos. I was gonna say also Santos' best game in a while, but in all fairness, he doesn't get. I
think today was his first goal for Chelsea, right?
Yeah, probably.
Oh no,
no, in the Premier League.
I don't remember what his first goal was then.
Wait,
maybe in the
Premier League.
You're muted, by the way, KG.
Yeah, wait.
I think he scored in one of those cup games that we.
Oh, sorry, I meant in the Premier League, like the first.
Okay, fair.
But yeah, like even Hato today as well. He saved us at the very end. Where
yeah,
was it Madison? I think it's Madison. Yeah, I was saying no, don't. We can't draw Tottenham. He just pulled out there like last minute. I don't think any of us in the backs this season would have done that this season. So like Hato like takes the bow for that because that really bailed us out. Because I think he buries that. Like I feel like any like player would just put that in unless you really mess it up. But like you can't take those chances. But yeah, thank you to Hato for that because if we went 2-up and bowled at 2-2, that would really set my mood into a completely different like mood. We've had a terrible season, but losing or drawing to Tottenham like that would have pissed me off. And, yeah, like we played well, but like it was just weird because like the whole team was just pressing so well today until like maybe to the 70th minute we kind of dropped off, I would say. But yeah, like we always beat Tottenham, like always happens. Tottenham shouldn't expect anything else from that. Like I guess we keep the relegation dream alive until the final game as well. Havertz was better. Why is Havertz kick compared to the lap? The lap is like on the floor.
I mentioned it just 2 minutes ago, Chris.
What?
Yeah, we're doing the same thing we did with Havertz, where it's like great link-up play. But like, you're a striker. You're supposed to be.
Yeah,
he
like
didn't even have a shot on target today.
Like,
I think
Havertz
play
is
was
better than Delap. Delap is not a real footballer.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we got the result. We got the performance. I would say performance was good. Last game of the season, maybe we win the game and Man United do us a favour and we'll get Europa League. So I do not want Conference League. We cannot have Conference League again. Yes, Enzo did save the day today.
Who's United plays Brighton, right?
United played Brighton
for the last game.
Yeah.
And then
go on.
Brentford plays. Do we have to look at the Brentford result too?
No, if we win our next game and Brighton lose, we go in Europa League swap. Like.
Oh, nice.
I think.
Okay.
So we need United to do us a favor.
No, generally, all that needs to happen is just that Brighton need to just draw or lose. That's it.
Yeah, they draw. We can't draw.
But we have to win.
No matter what, we have to win.
Yeah, we have to win. 100%.
Are we talking about Sunderland now?
Europa
League.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm going to need Griggs and Casually FC to do the favor because if we do end up getting a result, I need them to be Brighton so that we don't end up in conference.
Here's a table, people.
If between the three options, right, which is no Europe, conference,
at one point,
Europa,
if they draw and we win, we overtake.
The thing is, like, if we lose, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like we're out, which I'm okay with, right?
Yeah.
But if we, that's the thing. But if we win, and Brighton draw or lose, we get Europa. But if we win and Brighton win, then we're cooked because we still end up conference. So
I don't want conference.
I don't want conference either. But I'm saying we need United to actually do us the favor. No cap. Like it's unfortunate, but we need them to actually win that game.
I'm scared because Man United don't need to do that.
They need Sunderland to kill us, man.
You know what though? United.
No. Ahmed. This is what I'm saying.
You don't
thing is,
want
like,
Sunderland to kill us because we'll be stuck in conference.
No, we won't.
Because Brentford at least to get a point, and then they can get.
Yeah, Brentford just to get a point. Yeah.
But Brentford, who are they up against?
Liverpool.
Yeah,
Liverpool. West Ham.
It's Liverpool.
Oh no.
Nah,
what? Liverpool.
Oh, it's Liverpool.
That's good eats, man. And that's good eats.
That's good.
Liverpool are gonna try to win because they need Europe as well.
No, they don't.
Now Liverpool have to win.
They guaranteed UCL.
Oh
no, they're guaranteed.
No, they're not. They're not, bro.
Yes, they are. Like 3 points ahead.
Yes, they are. Six
they
UCL.
are,
6
Do you think they go like what? Do you think Bournemouth go score a load of goals?
Because Liverpool needed Man City to. Liverpool needed
Man
City to.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
To at least take a
Liverpool
point from
favorite today. Wow.
Oh.
Yep. Liverpool guaranteed UCL slot in forever. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Slot in forever.
Slot in forever, man.
Fair enough, man. Yeah.
Oh.
But the thing is, like, if we lose and Brentford win, then sure, we get knocked out.
The thing is, I just want United to beat Brighton, so that if we lose or win or draw, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna get
If it stays like this, because that's the thing that confuses me. If it stays like this, Villa win Europa, 6th place then goes to Bournemouth, which is UCL, and then 7th and 8th become Europa, and then 9th also becomes.
That's not true. No, it doesn't.
No.
Is that how it works? How does it work then?
It will just be 7th still will be Europa, and then 8th will be.
And then 8th conference. Yep.
Conference, yeah. The 6th place will become UCL only. That's it.
So Ahmed wants us to lose so that we.
I want United.
Ahmed wants Chelsea to lose, Chad. I just want to point that out.
No, I'm in a tricky situation.
You know what? If you want a full screen, you can't even do that for me, and I'll say it to their faces.
No, that's fine. No, but the thing is, like, hold up. Out of all the Ahmed takes, that's not a bad take. Like, this is not one of his bad takes.
No, but like, the thing is though, like, I'd rather Europa than no Europe.
Yeah.
If that's the case, you know what I'm saying?
It's Europa League or bust. Europa League or bust.
Yeah,
whatever situation gets us that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, for me, I want United to win because then no matter what, it's either no Europe or Europa. There's no conference anymore. If Brighton don't win, then regardless of what happens, we're not going to see conferencing, which is what I want.
And you know what? United's like, because Bruno's going to be gunning for that record, they're going to go. Yes. They're going to try hard to get
That's
him
a great
that
point.
record.
That's a great point. I'm gonna need that.
Yeah.
Because I want, so no matter what, I just don't want to be in conference. Like, I'd rather know Europe or Europa. That's it. I do not want conference again. So I need Man United to show up.
So we need Staffy. We need Staffy to. But you know, the last time we needed United to do us a favor, they fucked us and we ended up getting in the Conference League.
Oh my god, bro. Well, to be fair, they did themselves. Well, you know, then they got Amram and they had the whole thing. So I think it ended up being for the better long term. But anyways. Yeah, honestly, I just by the way, this is so crazy because if these guys were even 2% serious and we won one of the games in our losing streak,
Marlon Sturgis told me that I'm a Shamrock fan. I didn't know. I lived in Ireland and supported Shamrock Rovers.
Oh, they're confusing you to Prime.
Yeah.
Interested, but
it's again, Ahmed. You could say it solo screen so that everyone fully knows what you believe in.
I'm saying, listen, we need no Europe because unfortunately we need to make sure these guys get to hear it loud and clear that it's their own fault. Yeah.
And what needs to happen for that to happen?
That means
what do you want to happen in Alaska?
That means we're gonna have to lose to Southampton. Sunderland, and you know Sunderland.
You want to lose to Sunderland, right?
That is correct. If that means that we get no Europe, yes.
You want Chelsea to lose to Sunderland. I just want to hear.
Does Sunderland have anything to play for?
And they have Conference League to play for. If they win,
they do
have Conference League to play
they
for.
can get into Conference League.
Yeah, I'll put the table up again. Yeah,
and that's fine. So I see Sunderland is the type of team that should be in conference, not us. Like, respect.
To be fair, and this is how crazy this is.
And listen, and the thing is, guys, if we lose, all I'm saying is one game a week, Alonso. I saw what Alonso was doing in Germany, man. He's a good league manager. Give me 1 week.
I just want people to point out. Look, even Newcastle have something to play for in the final.
No, they don't.
No,
they
they
don't.
don't.
If they get 52, they tie with us, but 7 goal difference, like that's too much.
Yeah, they have nothing to play for. They're nothing to play for.
Yeah, that's too much. They can't keep up. So it's really just from 10th place up.
That moves.
Yo, it's crazy, you know. Newcastle, Sunderland.
Actually, Everton.
Yes,
Sunderland could finish above Newcastle.
Yeah, like Sunderland could basically finish above Brighton. Sunderland could finish above Brighton, by the way.
Bro, when we talk about you know in the summer, we'll talk about the Newcastle Fire. So I mean, we both want a couple pieces from that team, bro.
Oh yeah, Lewis Hall available now.
There's Lewis Hall. Listen, a little cheeky Tonali as well. We could do a Delap or Tamade trade. I'm down for that too. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you. I'll trade Delap for. I trade him for Elanga at this point.
Bro, wait.
Hold up. I just gotta real quick.
KG, are you
What's
aware?
up? I just need to make a statement real quick.
Okay.
Listen, again, I don't like Blueco. Read my banner. I want Blueco out. But can we please stop with the revisionism? Can we please stop with doing too much just because you want Blueco out? People are literally willing to have a sex change. That's how much they want Blueco to be out, bro. It's insane. It's actually insane what's going on. Can we stop pretending that we didn't count on Spurs and Gareth Bale to get us UCL under Roman?
I remember that. I think
can we stop pretending that we haven't relied on other teams to get us into Europe?
Also, by the way.
Under Roman, by the way.
Reading comprehension is so important, and they teach you this in kindergarten. By the way, when the teacher says "listen up," listening skills, you know, like I legitimately said, I would prefer no Europe, right? But I want United to do us a favor because by all circumstance, I do not want to be in Conference League.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
That's my one.
I don't want to be in Conference League.
The one goal.
If we're in Conference League, we need to take that fine or whatever it is.
Yeah,
I'll take a loss to Sunderland. I'll take a win to Sunderland. But what I will not do is take a draw.
Yeah,
a draw.
Josh,
I'm not doing that.
Josh Chronicles, keep hating, bro. I'm sorry that I get paid and that you don't, man. Hold that, man.
Ahmed, though, do you not want like? I think with teams not dropping into Europa League anymore, I think Europa League is like a slam dunk.
That's free eats. That's free eats. That's free.
Why weren't you at the protest?
The problem is
bring back Mudryk.
KG,
you know?
The issue is not whether or not I think we're gonna win it. I think 99% chance we win Europa League.
You want to pay for my flight, Josh Chronix?
Yeah, pay for.
You can pay for my flight. Then I'll go to the next one.
All of us,
flights are up 200%.
Pay for my flight. You know, the economy, the price of gas is skyrocketed now. Jet fuel, you can pay for my flight, bro. Make a nice little donation of $500, which is the max you can do on YouTube, and I'll be there for the next one. I promise you that. I'll record it. I'll shout you out from the very beginning. I'll do everything, bro.
I don't think
but you can pay for it.
He might be a bot.
I wanna make it clear. So KG, to answer your question, KG, I'm sure everyone, all of us here would agree with you that we should be able to win Europa League or Conference League with ease. It will not be a problem to us, right?
Gotcha.
Right. So I think for me is not the problem actually.
You just want pain.
The problem is there has to be like a feeling that this season has to sting, bro. That is what it has to come down to.
I got you.
And low-key, if you're rebuilding the team, and like half the EPL is in basically Europe.
I'm gonna pull an Ahmed card here.
That's actually my personal opinion.
I gotta pull an Ahmed card here.
What is that?
Josh, I got Twitter. My Twitter handle's down there. Have you been to the bridge? Show me your ticket. DM me your ticket. Let me see if you've been to the bridge, because I can do that for you. If you want to call me, I'm not proper Chelsea and all that stuff. The only one I'll hear it from is Ahmed, and that's one ear open, one out, one ear out the other. You know what I'm saying? So like, show me your ticket, Josh. If you're proper Chelsea,
also, and the thing is like, I agree. My thing is like, I agree with Ahmed on the point that like it should sting. And again, like people are looking at it in a negative way, like it should sting. But I also look at the positives, bro. 1 game a week with Alonso. Alonso is the first manager we have had.
I agree with that, by the way.
Yeah. Where I believe he is a great league manager. Like he knows how to make teams be very consistent in leagues, and that's what I need. Because again, before Vinny decided to throw a tantrum in El Clasico, they were 14 for 15.
Yeah.
They were 14 for 15 to begin
7
the
points
season,
clear.
7 points clear. This guy is an amazing league manager, getting teams to be consistent week in, week out. So if I get him one in a week, right? Pep is out. You know, Alonso's trying to build something with our team. 1 game a week on the training pitch. He's allowed to grow his system and get the team to a high level of consistency, right? And every other team is going to, is especially, right? Obviously, selfishly, right? As a Chelsea fan, I'm happy, low-key, Joao Pedro is not going, right? He gets the summer to rest. Esteval, he gets the whole summer to rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, when obviously, personally, I feel awful for them because I believe they deserve to go. But, like, selfishly, as a Chelsea fan, like, that's great for us. We finally have players who can maybe rest. That's how I feel about Cole Palmer, by the way. If that brother doesn't get called on the plane, listen, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. You kind of need to hold that, rest up, and show them why you deserve to go to the next one. But for me, I like one game a week could do so much for us because I'm not gonna lie. Look at this Arsenal team, right? Mm-hmm. One thing could derail this entire Arsenal quote unquote dynasty and team. Next season, if in this offseason they change the rules on molesting keepers inside of the box, that team is finished. That team is finished. It's that simple. You think that next season they're going to continue to be ref the same way, where they didn't concede a single penalty? The Prem wanted to allow them to get this settled. I don't really care. They're not going to let the same thing slide next season. They're going to change the rules. They're going to look at them different. Next season, I'm looking at if we don't have Europe next season, people could call me crazy, whatever. I want us in that title race. I don't see why not. We have a manager to do it. Obviously, I need to see the summer. As well. But I think that this team was in what, top 3, top 4, almost like for the entirety first half of the season under Maresca. Like, it's not out of sight that this team already has amazing pieces to be able to build off of, and we finally have a manager who's like Maresca had a lot of good points for me. But one thing Maresca never was consistent in the league. We were one of the most streaky teams when we were under him. We would go 5 games really good, and then we would drop results, a draw, a win, a draw, a loss, like. And then we would go back to winning. We were a very streaky team under Maresca. We finally have a manager who can teach a team to be consistent at a high level.
Yeah, with me, it's more like, listen, I just don't like losing. So for me, it's just more of like, I just don't want to lose against Sunderland. I rather win. Like, I don't want to, I get where the sentiment's coming from. For me, it's like, I just don't like accepting defeat. But if I could win and still not get Europe, that's like, for me, like, okay, best of both worlds. Why not? But like, I always want to compete on all fronts, obviously.
The thing is, there's no way to do that. Now that we beat Spurs.
I know, obviously. But that's what I'm saying. Like, in a hypothetical, if that was possible, then sure. But then we'd have to be really low on the table.
We would need to draw Spurs. If we drew Spurs, then that would happen.
And the thing is, though, like, for me, you're not wrong, RSM. Obviously, like, next season, we could compete if things go right. But I'm kind of the mindset, like, you know what? I'll just be happy finishing in UCL spots again and just giving Xavi Alonso all this time to make mistakes, build, figure out what works, what doesn't work. And with all that comes losses, draws, hopefully mostly wins. And it's just like, let's see, because when Arteta came in, it was what? 2 seasons in a row of 8th, 5th, then challenging. And I'm not saying that could but I'm not saying that's what's going to happen to Chelsea.
No.
I do understand it's a process.
I just read some quotes from Guardiola. This guy's actually not serious, bro.
Has he lost his mind?
Oh my God, he might stay an extra year, bro.
What?
He might
say so.
He might reverse decision. Go on City Extra right now and look at his quotes. He might stay an extra year. Let
me see.
Bro.
He's a mad.
His job already from there.
He's a madman. Like, he's absolutely.
No, he's actually a crazy person.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If you look at his quotes, it's actually kind of nuts. Bro, okay, so they asked him, bro. They asked him.
He's gonna tell me you gotta wait 1 more season.
He said, "Listen, with the club, I've always talked. Not now, since 3 or 4 seasons ago, when there was 1 year left, and the first thing you have to do is I should talk with the chairman, right? After that, we'll decide if I have 1 more year. We'll talk, and then we will decide. I'm the happiest man on the planet to be in this club. This club is extraordinary." And then he also said, "Next season we'll be back. Man City will be back, and we will try to bring the team in that sense, competing until the end in all competitions." Shit. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. He might stay. He might stay. He said, "I'm not letting Arteta leave on my dunk on my head top, bro." this guy is actually a demon, bro.
He is nuts, man.
Fuck's
Bro,
sake,
he was
man.
willing. Bro,
I was
kind of
happy like him going though because like he's like.
Bro, you know how funny it is, by the way.
He's kind of ruined the league in a way. He just kept winning it over and over.
But no, by the way, do you know why I think he wants to do that? He wants to leave like Fergie. Low key, he wants to leave like Fergie, bro. He wants to leave with the Prem.
Maresca got kind of I won't say actually, no man.
You need to remember when Fabrizio said it's agreed in principle.
Yeah.
In principle.
I know. They said, well, hey Maresca, you gotta wait one more season. Pep said he's got one more in him.
I got one. Yo, bring out that meme. I got one more in me. I got one more.
Maybe he could be his assistant coach.
Happy birthday, Marlon.
Oh my.
Happy early birthday, I should say.
Oh my god, bro! You know how nuts that is, by the way. These Colts are insane, bro.
Man, it's. I mean, if he stays, and like that's the thing. Okay, hold on. I want to bring this discussion to this. I know we could talk about the game, but like whatever. There's a lot of things that are happening in the league right now outside of Chelsea beating the typical Spurs result, right? But I don't think if Arteta continues playing like this next season, I don't think he goes back to back. I think that's such a. There's no way. I think, to be fair, I still think they fluked it this season. I'll be real.
It was. They had too many decisions go their way this year. It's not gonna happen again. It's that simple.
I mean, that does happen a lot of times when you like get in your winning like form and all that. Like you do get decisions going your way, but I felt like City just dropped the ball this season as well. Like it was a big cause for that as well.
Liverpool too.
Yeah, Liverpool's really like tanked it though. But like City, you kind of expect them to get like above 80 points or so.
Yeah.
At least.
The thing with Arsenal in particular, you know, is that I think you have to also look at the way they're playing right now, guys. It's at the end of the season. These guys, like with all due respect to them, they've won the league and everything like that. They were eking out these results, bro.
Yeah, man.
It was coming.
They eked out the Burnley result, to be fair. Kai Havertz should have been sent off.
Like, but what I mean by that is just their performances were just. We're just trying to get through these games, basically, right? And the thing is, when you end the season the way they're ending it, and then you've got the World Cup coming up, and then you've got a new season coming up afterwards, bro, it is tough. I always say it is tough to then come back and then restart that as well. Mm-hmm. And from what I'm hearing from them, like if you hear they can't spend as much as they probably would have wanted to regalvanize the squad, because you're hearing when Nieri is going to get sold, they need to sell to buy now, right? And so, again, when you're at the top...
Wait, Ahmed, hold up. Did you say they need to sell to buy?
That's what they're saying, bro. Yeah, because it's been a lot.
Are they going into administration next season?
No, but...
The mighty Arsenal are going into administration next season? Because they become a sell to buy club? Wow! That's amazing. That's amazing. It's incredible how the mighty have fallen. They took on so much debt just to win a jammy fucking Premier League.
But like the reason why I bring this all up.
I'll be serious.
I'll be honest, bro. The reason why I bring this all up is because listen, at the end of the day, they've won.
Yep.
What does this mean?
You know, waves can hurt.
What does that mean? I didn't think you said anything weird.
You know, listen, man. Waves is a low IQ gentleman that, you know, he doesn't understand the way it's so what but in general, I think generally speaking of Arsenal, next season is going to be tough for them. It's always tough for defenders.
It has to be.
In general. Again, the league, the one thing that actually is going to hurt Arsenal as well is the league is going to become soft again. Not I don't mean that in a bad way, but in the sense that they are now going to make sure...
The pendulum's swinging. The pendulum's going to swing the other way. I hear it.
This is the thing. Like, because someone tried to argue with me that the Man City 90 points, that era of football was an anomaly. Brother, for me, an anomaly is like a Leicester. When there's a trend there, when there's repetition, that's not anomaly to me.
I disagree, Marshall. I know what they mean. The thing is, if you look at the points they were winning the league by, like you have to compare it to like what the average point of winning the league was in general in previous years. In previous years, Marshall, is key, right? Like,
are we looking at the point tally?
Like, yeah, the point tally, right? Like in that 5 period, in the 5-year period,
City did really bad that season.
Like in that 5-year period,
yeah, it was bad.
Like in that 5-year period between City
they've been
and
falling
Liverpool,
down slowly.
it was 90. It was like 90 upwards, bro. There was like a season when they went Centurions, Marshall.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
So, but like Chelsea, guys, I don't know if you noticed, Manchester United, I think once won the league on like 72 points, bro. Or like 72 points.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but that was
Chelsea. Listen, in our prime, Chelsea's winning the league with around about 80 points.
Be a little bit lower in like the
I think it was it was Mourinho who got mad close, right? So like
If you go to like 0405, Marshall, go to 0405 on your thing. You can literally see.
Can you go back that far on it?
Yeah, let's go to
your try.
I also read something like
fuck out of here, bro.
What?
Nah, man. I saw. I'm anti-Arsenal. You said 0405?
Because that was like that was one of our best.
I think we had 90. We had 95.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, sorry. The best one to maybe it might be Ancelotti's season. Ancelotti 09-010.
That was 80. I think we had 89 that year.
Yeah, 89 points, right?
86.
Like 86
okay,
points. But the point I'm bringing up though, getting 90 plus points, bro, you have to be essentially, dominant. You are like violating every team basically.
But even Liverpool and Man City went.
Oh wow, this is the one you're talking about. 80. Holy shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Bro.
That's the mid 2000s, like even Conte's season. Conte's season actually is pretty good too. That was 16-17.
It was 80,
wasn't it?
89, I think that one.
89 this one. I'm just checking because I'm trying to see like kind of the trend
Don't
here.
look at 15-16.
86.
Don't scroll down.
That was when we Mourinho won on 87 for us, if you remember at the time.
Man. Great season. No.
Leicester won on
81 for Leicester.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair
Like,
enough.
Yeah.
Well, that was an anomaly season though. But like,
we won it
93.
again. Holy shit!
Yeah,
Conte was
93, bro.
Conte was killing it. Damn. Shout out
Yeah.
Conte,
Hey. Respect.
Yeah, bro.
Conte, right? Yeah.
Conte.
Praise Conte. Praise Conte.
Conte.
Shout out Conte. Shout out Conte, man. Shout out Conte.
Remember that year? At the time that year, we had set the record for the most wins in the Premier League. I think we had 30 wins
in
that
a
year.
row.
Yeah.
Also, no.
Oh my God! Yeah, this is the COVID year.
We did have the most wins anyway at one point.
Asterisk on that one too, by the way.
But
86. Okay, fair enough. All right.
But
I was
the
under
point-
the impression.
Oh,
that
that
like-
was when Ollie got second, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And it's,
got
we got
second,
second place, and then it's
this
a bit
is
like
where
with
I'm
Carrick
referring
right now.
to.
They kept Carrick because he's done well.
Yeah, but that's the point I'm trying to make, Marshall. Like, winning of 90 plus points, the person who said that isn't lying. Like, it's not like a common occurrence, essentially. Like, I think, listen, look, in general, again, next season, I think all of us agree, is going to be, the league is going to be very heavy-handed on any form of, like, very physical content. Right, you already saw it. Look at what happened already in this game from Chelsea Spurs here.
Yo, big up comments, man.
Like, look at what happened with Kukurek and like Van der Ven. That was almost giving us a potential penalty. Right, they tried to go to VAR for. Right, they're already actively looking at those things already. Before the season ended.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the common thing here is that whatever's happening next season, we're gonna any touching at all. Pause. Okay, we're making sure it's getting called out straight away. Okay,
but I'm telling you, this what I'm saying. The rule changes. That's what I'm telling people. Like, the rule changes that are about to come for next season in terms of how they are refereeing, especially
they must
interfering with the keeper and everything. It is going to take away such a massive portion of Arsenal's game that they won. This is what I'm telling you. One game a week with Alonso in a league where Arsenal would be 14 points worse this season if these type of things were called. I'm telling you, there's a vision there. I'm seeing something, man.
And I also would add, listen, the goalkeepers, from next season onwards, they're about to become a protected species, mate. They're gonna do. They are
endangered, bro. Endangered.
They're gonna be, man. They're gonna do to the goalkeepers what they were doing to the pandas, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna take care of you. We're giving you the food. We're giving you the drinks. We're giving you the girlfriend. We're getting you a wife. There you go. That's it, man.
I've even seen the Prime Minister talk about fucking Arsenal now.
Yeah, he's a
long 22 years.
But he's getting sacked too, so who cares, man? He's getting sacked. He's about to leave the job. That's not. I'm being serious. He's about to leave the job, by the way. Yeah. It's no joke. So, hey, he can hold that.
Yeah, man. That's kind of where I'm getting at with what RSM was alluding to, right? Like, I just think there's going to be so many rule changes that go against what Arsenal and how they want to play that I just don't see. And also, like, depending on what happens with City, right? Like, supposedly Maresca's taking over. There's nothing confirmed yet, but like now Pep is saying that too. Like, either or, I just don't see City not improving on what they've built to actually do something next season and be able to win it again next season. I don't think Liverpool. They're gonna have to buy, but they never didn't buy. You know what I'm saying? And I think the only thing that can stop them is the charges, if that's even gonna happen. If anything's gonna happen with that, but even then, like, I just don't think Liverpool. Like, I just don't think Slot's the guy. For us, I mean, it depends on the window. It depends on the window. That's why, like, what RSM is saying is not too far fetched. Like, next season, something could happen with Chelsea, but it's gonna depend heavily on the window.
Who was because who was
remember the last time Chelsea won? Arsenal.
I think the last time that we had a manager who was actually known for being a good league manager was the last time we won the league. Because Tuchel, shout out Tuchel, he was not a good. Yeah, listen, shout out Tuchel. Tuchel was not a good league manager, bro.
Okay, if he's gonna say he's not a good manager.
No. He was a good league manager. Like for me, there are managers who are really good at cup runs, but then there are managers who are good at leagues.
It's like Conte, he's not good in the cups either, really, or especially
exactly. So for me, this is our first time in a very long time that we are going to have a manager whose primary thing is being very consistent and very good in the league.
I mean, he did well in Cup and League. So.
I wanted to make a good point here, yeah, which is that I think we're all forgetting. Obviously, I don't know if you heard about Enzo Fernandez and what he's been demanding. In
terms of wages?
No, he said, yeah, if you're going to bring in players to the team, he said, I want Christian Romero in the team. I'm not kidding about it. That came out today.
He did make that. He did make that.
Wait, he said he wanted Romero?
He said, if you're going to bring in competent, good players, we have to bring in Christian
Romero is a good player, but his injury record is just...
Holy snap, man. That's what he said.
I don't want to hear it, Chris. You want Van der Ven.
I want Van der Ven. Van der Ven's competent. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, but Van der Ven's actually staying fit.
No, he hasn't.
Solid.
Low-key.
This season,
no, he hasn't. This season he's been absolutely...
No, he's played a lot.
Marshall, he's actually been quite... Marshall, this season...
I'm looking. We're
going
on a transfer market.
I'm not even looking right now.
I'm tired of being gaslit. I'm taking my stand. I'm taking my stand.
Loki, while you wait,
he's played like over 27 games this season, I think.
Okay. While Marshall was speaking, I actually think having a Van der Ven, yeah, if we're gonna allegedly play like a back three, for example.
Also, that guy's a pussy. That's besides the point.
But if you want to play him in a back three, low-key, Van der Ven would actually help us, bro. He could be the pace in the back three. He could be the CCB, the LCB.
Yeah, but Spurs, Ahmed, you know Spurs aren't going to sell to us, so I don't even know.
The situation has changed now, man. The situation has changed. That's what they're saying. We've stopped playing to them now. So, like, it is possible that we can actually, like, get something to happen there. Hey, man. And he's Dutch, so he's technically sound.
I mean, you're like, if Alonso does play with the three at the back, he'd be an incredible left-sided center back. You put Colwell in the middle, and then put him in. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I just don't think.
I think like Loki. I'm just gonna be honest. If we're being also unfair, Reece James. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to win back with you. You're gonna be this RCB. It's either RCB or midfield.
Yes,
not the manager, mate.
That's the only choice he's gonna have to make.
And you know what? And you know why I'm fine with that though? Because if you actually watch Xabi Alonso's team, like the back three doesn't stay a flat back three. Like he lets one of them go.
You can put on big screen.
Stuff. So just let.
All right, bro. Sorry, I'm sorry. I to finish up, bro. My apologies.
No, it's all good. No, so
I've already looked now. I've already looked.
Reece can play RCB, and it's not a problem. It wouldn't be a problem.
No. He's played 3-4 games this season. You liar. Stop showing that.
Injury history. Showing his injury.
Yeah, this season I said.
Fofana's been fit this season too. What are you trying to say?
No, but I'm on about this season. I said this season.
He's only missed one game this season. That's crazy.
Yeah, he missed one game with a knock. Yeah.
Yeah, he's played a lot this season.
Romero's missed more games than Van der Ven this season.
Hey man, shout out Van der Ven.
Van der Ven's been putting a shift in.
Shout out Van der Ven. He's in a relegation battle. What are we doing?
Yeah, but that team's shit.
How many own goals has he conceded?
Actually,
okay.
You know what? The Van der Ven agenda has started today. The Van der Ven wars have begun. I am declaring a Van der Ven. I'm declaring a war against the Dutch. I am declaring war against the Dutch.
Okay, the Dutch helped you guys.
What do you mean the Dutch helped?
They helped America at one point.
Listen,
Go.
my biggest thing is, and this is my number one ask of who, because for me, Cole is back to back in '90s. That guy, yeah, man, he's it. So for me, whoever you put next to Cole, because I think Hotto's probably going to be LCB, which I love Hotto, man, shout out. But whoever's next to him in RCB, like low key, or whoever we have next to Cole, it has to be somebody with pace. It has to be, because Cole is very good, but we need somebody who can just run, bro. We need the pace. And when I look at Van Heck, that brother is slow, bro. He's too slow. If we get Van Heck as Cole, if he's Cole backup, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But if you're gonna tell me he's meant to be the guy next to Cole with pace, no, I'm sorry. That's the one thing I'll take Van de Ven for.
Wait, Van de Ven, sorry.
I'm tired of our defenders being slow, bro. Give me Van de Ven because at least he's fast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought something you said Van de Ven's slow. I was like,
no. I'm saying Van Heck. Yeah. No, Van Heck is slow. Van Heck is slow.
Okay,
Every time I look at Van Heck, that brother looks like he's running in Tim's. It's so slow, bro. I can't do it, man.
Probably is the reason why Enzo said he wanted Ramirez, because Argentinian international teammates as well, and he knows him better. But
yeah. That's all. That's
so
all. Like I thought he was just looking out for his buddy.
Also, like the thing is, if Enzo's asking,
this
is my one thing, by the way. I do believe. I sincerely believe.
Trying to get a referral fee.
We haven't. I don't know if you guys talked about the game, but these guys are shameless.
These guys are shameless.
That first half that I saw, when these brothers got the news that Alonso was gonna be watching this game and deciding who plays and who leaves and who stays next season, I'm seeing passes around the corner. I'm seeing first-time touches. I'm watching Cole Palmer do a running slide tackle to intercept the ball. What are we talking about, bro?
Where was this all season long,
These guys
bro?
are shameless.
Yeah, that's what I mean, bro. Like that's why
I haven't seen in months.
That's why, like, when I was here in the chat, when I was doing the show after the Nottingham Forest game, I was reaming out the players because I know these players aren't this cheeks. Stop gaslighting yourself in the chat to believe that these players are absolute ass and the Blue Coat built the worst team ever. What did you just see, bro? There was a moment where I blinked. And for a second, I thought I saw red and fucking dark blue jerseys on with the fucking Spotify across it. And I'm like, bro, is that Xavi? I saw Tiki Taka football for like 10 seconds. And then I blinked again and I was like, oh shit, no, that's the lap. Never mind. You're right. No, I'm good. Yeah, that's not what I thought I saw. But like, what was that all season long, bro?
Okay. Listen,
all season long, I've been seeing Palmer hold the ball for too long, doing samba dancing like fucking,
did that at the very end, like
dancing like fucking João Pedro over here. Just holding the ball for fucking days on days.
Get these videos.
But I think for me, again, I'm looking around the league. Lacroix is gonna be a hard sign. It's gonna be a hard signing. And what I mean by that, like, what
easy. What if we do a little side over, so we can side them a cheeky little Chalaba?
Chalaba, man. Chalaba. You know what, man? Bro. Can I just say something about Chalaba? Yeah. Bro, why is Chelsea FC giving me quotes about Chalaba talking about Alonso? You ain't here for next season. I ain't trying to see you next season, bro.
To be fair, Chalaba's been what, the most available center back? Actually, Fofana's been available more than Chalaba this season. That's crazy.
The thing is, every time I see Chalaba quotes about next season, bro, I turn into Draymond Green talking to Dylan Brooks, bro. The dynasty starts after you. Stop talking.
Stop, bro. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, no joke. No joke. Yeah, like I said this often. The clear out that needs to happen this summer. There's has to be an acceptance from the club. We are gonna make losses on some of these players, just as they did initially. If you guys remember early in the season, right? They did the thing in some of the early seasons. They're like, I know we're gonna make a loss selling you, but we're gonna have to hold the L. That's what the club's gonna have to do for some of these guys. Like generally, we're gonna have to accept what's gonna happen for some of these guys.
I don't want to see us haggle over $5 million for Chalaba. Just like if somebody comes in for 20, let him go. Let him go.
Even if you want to haggle for the 5, I'm saying let's do the 5 in add-ons. Like make it like add-ons that can somehow basically happen for you. But like I'm just saying, let us accept the fact that some of these guys we're trying to sell, It's time
Why
to
do you
go, bro.
why do you guys think he subbed the two center backs today? You think he's got an eye on Sunday, like keeping Josh and who went off? Josh went off and
Number 10. Who was number 10 again?
and Fofana went off.
Palmer.
Fofana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think that, because I'm assuming Levi will start.
I think word, at least on the street for me, is that I'm assuming they're trying to go for Europa League because they think that Brighton is going to draw loose. That's what I think my prediction is from their perspective. So they're like, we need to win on Sunday so we can at least get Europa League football. Because, I think Europa League football gives you like, what, 30 million, isn't it, to get in? Which is like 50 million.
30 million,
which is like 50 million less than what you get over.
Still something, Which is
still something from the club perspective, right? And so that's
and it's still respectable. It's still a respectable competition.
Right?
Also,
that's another youth player, you know what I'm saying?
Also, by the way, it might also be that. By the way, you guys remember Alonso lost Europa. He might want to go back to win it, like in terms of what he asked for as well.
It's okay. So there's like pros and cons to it, right? Like, because although I 100% agree, I rather just focus on the league. I rather have, I'm not gonna say 40 games. I rather have no Europe, right? Not the 40 games. I don't want 40 games. That's Man United can hold that. But on the other hand, playing a little bit of devil advocacy here, okay? Chat, don't freak out, all right? Just trying to give you the other perspective. If you do have Europa, you can rotate and play players that maybe are out of favor, that are maybe discontent with their minutes this season, like an Acheampong, right? Which, who knows what Acheampong futures hold. I think he should go on loan, but maybe that might not be what happens, right? So it's another way to get minutes in players that are maybe out of favor, that maybe need to show a little more, like a... I'm just throwing hypotheticals in here because I don't know what the team is going to look like next season, but let's just say Anselmino, Penders, Omega, maybe Nico Jackson might be here next season. He can start playing Europa League games and stuff. Games that maybe are more to their caliber, that can challenge them a little more and help them develop if need be. So there's pros and cons to it, and maybe Xabi Alonso wants that. I don't really know what Xabi Alonso wants in terms of, would he rather have a season where there's no Europe and he could just focus on the league and coaching and training in one game a week, or would he rather compete and try to go for silverware on all fronts, not just the domestic ones?
Yeah, I don't know. I want Europa League just because I want to see him manage two competitions at the same time. I need to see a Chelsea manager show that they're competent in managing two competitions at once, managing the squad, getting the development minutes in. Plus, I think we have a lot of young players. Like, no matter what happens next year, we're going to have a lot of young players. So it's going to be imperative that we give them some minutes. And I'd rather see them get those starter level minutes in the Europa League. But I agree with you guys 100%. It's Europa League or bust. Yeah, I don't want to. If it's Thursdays and we're playing at like Kazakhstan and 9 a.m., I don't want that shit.
Mm-hmm. Big up, Oliver. No Europe forces us to trim the squad. We can't be doing B teams containing players that have no future here. Europe gives the club squad depth, excuse to not sell Deadwood. The thing is, like,
that's a good point, by the way.
It is a good point. And yes, we shouldn't have B team players, but let's just be real. There's some players that are good quality that just can't make the first team. I don't think Josh Acheampong is a B team player, but he just doesn't get the minutes. Mamadou Sarr, I don't think Mamadou Sarr is really even a B team player, and he just doesn't get minutes because there's just better players ahead of him.
I would say he's an A-B player. I think Josh is as well. I think the issue is we have players like Chalaba and Fofana who are C-tier players starting in the A team above them.
Mm-hmm.
That's my issue.
That's another issue too, where it's like sometimes, like, because this is what I was telling Ahmed, I was telling Prime this, like, you can, if you really want to, yeah, sure, you can go into next season with a starting center back pairing of Sarr, Acheampong, give it to the youngsters, but they're gonna fuck up, they're gonna make mistakes, they're gonna cost you games sometimes. If you're willing to swallow that pill, then fine, but I don't know if Alonso's willing to swallow that pill. If Alonso wants to win, he might decide, you know what, I can't bring you in. You have talent, but you make too many mistakes, and I don't need that many mistakes. I need reliability right now. And when those players who I know they're good players, when they don't get the minutes, they get disgruntled. I mean, I don't even think Andre Santos is another one that's a B team player. I think he's good enough to be in Chelsea's team, rotation wise. But is he going to be happy with rotation? That's the thing. Like and I'm not saying us on the panel are doing it, but like, chat, you can't treat players like they're FIFA Ultimate Team cards, and that you can just play them whenever. Like, these players have emotions, they have ambitions, they want to play.
I think the problem with the take that you're having, Marshall, is that the issue at Chelsea has always been an issue of what I'm going to call meritocracy, right? Which is that if you play good, you'll be on the pitch, and if you don't play good, then we're gonna obviously swap you off, right? Now the problem at Chelsea has always been that if guys are not playing good, the managers are willing to let the guys on the bench actually get the opportunity to play good. That has
Kusanov, by the way, Jeremy Kusanov.
That has been a fundamental problem at this football club, bro.
Oh, by the way, what's it called? What's the other guy? Kubarsi.
Right. Those guys, in my personal opinion, are a great example of that, right? Where we just didn't give them, essentially we didn't give them enough time, and then you give them time, you let them make a mistake, right? And then they actually play well. Hato is a great example of that, by the way, right? Hato, yes.
Shout out Hato, bro. Oh my god.
Yo, he's really turned it around.
Hato is a great example of a player.
I need to get Hato clips in here.
Like, Hato is a great example of that, because in my personal opinion, right, Maresca clearly, after the way he did it against Karabakh, just threw him away, bro, like a toy. But he played him again, everything was sore, right? But obviously, the one credit you can give Rosina is that he gave him a chance to play. He played well. He continues to play well. We gave him his moments, and he continues to take those moments. And it's like, low-key, I'm trying to find a place for this guy, bro. Because if he continues to move on and reduce at this level, it's going to be hard for me to say...
He deserves to start. He deserves to start. Exactly. It's simple.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll speak on the Spanish left back.
Like Andre Santos is another one where I look at and it's like, there's been times where I've watched him and he played really well, right? But then he gets dropped the next game, bro. And it's like, I'm like, and then like when he has a bad game, it's weird for me to say this, because like I feel like he's not been treated as fairly this season as compared to some of these other players. I saw it with Champon play today. He had great moments, but he looks like a guy that lacks zero match sharpness. That's had like you can tell this guy's not had that many minutes in the playing football.
And that's the issue, Ahmed, as well. It's like it's so difficult for us to speak about these players as well, because until we know as well, do we have Europa or do we not? It's like, how do we answer the question of who leaves, who has to go on loan, and who stays?
It's tough.
Can I just counter Condurance's point? Condurance here. The reason why I'm going to counter that point was that like Mourinho Maresca's fault, or was that you're telling me in 1 month of not the 1 month he didn't play?
Wallahi, we saw Tosin, bro. Stop it.
Yeah, we literally saw Tosin play even worse than him. Yeah, and he was still continuing to be worse. But he came back a month later, by the way, because that's when Rosini came in essentially after that moment. Yeah, played I think in his first or second game and played really well. So are we saying those 4 weeks he transformed into being able to handle the league? I don't think so. I just think the problem was was that again he lacked confidence. That is the one thing that I think we forget about these young guys. I think
my issue with Maresca isn't so much that he didn't play these young players. My issue is, and to be fair, he did do it against Karabakh, and it bit him in the ass. Where it's when you're up against these teams that you can get away with rotating your side, and you just don't try it. You put out your best lineup, kind of thing. And it's just like, that's like, for example, like FA Cup semifinal. Who did we play against? I forget who it was. We played. It wasn't. It wasn't Wrexham.
FA Cup? You said FA Cup?
Yeah, FA Cup semi. Was it Wrexham?
You mean Port Vale? Or something like that.
Port Vale. There was no reason for us to go full strength against Port Vale, but Rosinha went out and went full strength. I was like, listen, I get it, but you could have completely just gone with rotational players. Like, I don't see why Josh shouldn't be playing this game. Give him the confidence, And Maresca also did that.
Bro, we watched Gittins get injured, Neto get injured, Garnett. It took all of our wingers to get injured so we could realize that Jesse Derry is better than all of them, bro.
Bro, and again, this is why, like, y'all can't call me Mreska Glazer because I reamed Mreska when he did stupid shit like this. Why the fuck did you go a whole half a season trying and persisting with Garnacho when you had Tariq George there? Like, Tariq George was just sitting there rotting on the bench. He was the left winger who was clearly better than Garnacho. And I don't know if the club, like, that's why, like, I don't want to get into conspiracy theory.
This is where Marshall is right. No, I'm actually going to agree with you, Marshall. There is, like, a level of club politics that is correct here, where I do think, to an extent, yeah, some of these guys, like, whether it be some of the Garnacho, for example, I think in particular, was one of those guys that you're mentioning.
We brought in Garnacho this season, by the way, as well.
Where these guys were not getting played enough, and they're like, we bought these guys for a lot of money. We need these guys to play, right? And some of that is true in my personal opinion. But this is where, again, you know, I do look at this sort of thing. I'm like, Derry played, bro, and he was looking like a bright sign because he was playing well. Gittins is one that I kind of understood why they were playing him consistently. Unfortunately, with Gittins, the only way he was going to work here is that you have to play this guy, unfortunately. That was the only way he was going to acclimatize to the league, right? For some of these guys, that's what needs to happen, unfortunately. But then, for the rest of this half, since basically January or since Rossini came in, this guy has not existed, bro. Like, he's not existed in the team, bro. That's what legit happened to him. But this is where,
I blocked
again,
this person.
but this is again where it comes down to, Marshall. All these guys need to leave. A lot of these guys need to leave. But then it's all well and good. I saw everyone that I don't want. But then the guys that are coming in have to be good enough, have to be competent enough here, so that whatever I've lost in terms of rubbishness, I'm getting back in quality. That's what our problem begins and ends.
Yeah, it's quality at the end of the day, and we're just gonna have to see what quality gets brought in. That's like, I like that they said Alonso's the manager now, can have more control, more say. Let's see, because it's nice on paper. The actions are the ones that have to speak at the end of the day. And listen, I never doubted that there was not going to be involvement with Alonso in terms of the transfer plan and all that stuff, but the directors are still in there. They're not disappeared. They're not gone. They've not been fired. They've not been held accountable for the mistakes that they've made. Maybe next season they will be, but like regardless, like
maybe a couple of leaves.
Maybe I doubt it, but like
that's 5, isn't it? Right?
Yes.
This is what I come back to, Marshall. Like, you know, next week, this Sunday, the league's ended. This Sunday. Okay.
Finally.
Right, and alhamdulillah, and etc.
Yeah,
we needed this league to end.
But again, listen, the World Cup starting in a few weeks. Okay, you would assume some transfers are gonna happen before then, right? In terms of if they need to make some transfers happen before guys move on to go to the World Cup, essentially, right? Yeah, and the obviously transfers going to be happening in the World Cup itself, right?
Yep.
But like I'm looking at this and I'm like, do we know who we're getting right now? Has the targets been made? You've been speaking of Alonso now. You've signed a deal with him. Clearly, there has to be some guys in mind. We want this guy. We want that guy. Bish bash.
I think
this is who we're getting in.
I think they're not gonna.
We need to actually know.
I just think, guys, we're not gonna. As I said, it's difficult to know until we know what competition we are playing or not playing next season. It's that simple.
Yeah.
No, like the list that they make right now doesn't matter unless we know whether it's Europe or no Europe, and then what kind of Europe. Because I'm in Europe. If we get Conference League, like we need to disrespect the competition. I don't care. Like we just need to blatantly disrespect the competition and just not show up. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like people forget, by the way, that Conference League spot that we get, we still have to do the playing. I'm not like, brother, please respect us. I'm not doing this again.
Wait a minute. Don't forget, a lot of deals get held till July 1st for reporting purposes. True. That is a good point, actually.
That's a good point, Waves. I just think the reason why I'm just bringing that up is that in general, again, our preseason, I don't know when it starts. Like we can probably find out when our preseason starts now. Actually, I don't know.
I think it's in August.
No, it's not in August because the league starts in August, Marshall.
I thought. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, doesn't the league start mid-August?
Yes. So how can we have preseason start in August then?
The first week, because we're gonna have a whole World Cup that goes until the end of July.
I don't know. I don't know if
when is the World Cup final?
We can still do our preseason, but if there's
our
players like in the
preseason
World
is
Cup
gonna
still,
be starting in mid-July, bro. So when the World Cup ends, the week after preseason starts for teams, bro.
July 19th is the last day of the World Cup.
Holy shit!
Wait,
but I feel like you can still start the the preseason, but like not all the players will be there. No.
Yeah. Let me ask. When does
like João Pedro's not picked, right?
Sorry, Marshall. What did you say?
Santos is not picked. Esteban's not picked.
July 19th is the World Cup final.
Yeah. But
not everyone's going to be in the World Cup final, number.
Cole hopefully is not picked.
Just early July.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, Marshall. Right? So
with July 28th, the first friendly taking place in Australia. So it is.
Yeah,
I'm not entirely wrong. It's going to go into August.
Yeah, but I feel like most of our important players aren't going to be in the World Cup anyway. Caicedo's not in the World Cup.
Did they announce the squad?
Caicedo, wait. Hold up, Caicedo is in the World Cup.
I know, but he's. Let's be honest. No offense. He's not going past quarterfinal. Like he's not getting the semifinal. Yeah. So
you're lucky RSM doesn't host this. He would have kicked your ass out.
No offense. You know
we're gonna win it. What are you talking about?
Like he's not reaching the semis.
He's not hope, you know. I hear the hope.
I have the hope too. Yeah. All of a sudden, Ener Valencia gets injured. Step in.
We're probably getting quarters at best.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Quarterfinals is where expected. So Caicedo should be back for that.
Cole is probably still a Chelsea player.
Yeah. Cole was probably not getting selected. Hopefully Palmer doesn't get selected because he's been playing ass. So I hope he gets lots of time.
He probably won't get selected as like the starter, but like.
No, I hope he doesn't get selected. Maybe Reece James might. I think Reece James is the only one who might get selected, and maybe like Gerald Hato because he's been playing so well. But other than that, I'm not worried about most of the other squad. Like João Pedro's not playing. Most of our other teams are not playing. Like. Is Quenda in the no? Quenda didn't even get announced. I think.
No,
for the
he didn't get called up.
So Quenda's not. Yeah, so Quenda's with us.
Definitely
I'll be honest. Gusto not being with us for a while, I don't fucking care. It's Gusto. It's fucking Malo Gusto. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, who cares, bro? Let him run. I don't care.
Who gives a fuck?
Let him run.
I don't care.
Yeah, most of our squad is gonna be there for preseason. I'm not too worried about this. Like, they're not gonna have enough time to train. It might be like 2 to 3 players at most.
Yeah, but like the point I'm just trying to make in general is that preseason starts mid-July essentially, right? That's what I was.
End of July. The first game is July 29th.
Yeah, but Marshall, the preseason does not mean the game.
They train the players.
I associate, I associate preseason with the first game.
So that's gonna start mid-July. That's what I was saying.
The Cobb pictures are gonna start mid-July, man.
Like it'll be like the second week of July, right? So the reason why I bring all this up essentially is to say that last year and the year before with under Maresca, under previous managers, we did not get our business deals done soon enough, such that when preseason started, these guys were basically, we knew who he signed, we knew what we were doing. And
bro, we had the bomb squad.
like legit, that was what was happening. That's the point I'm trying to make. So I want us to try to, at least this season, if we are learning from our errors, learning from our mistakes, these are the things that need to start happening. The ones that the selling needs to happen, but the buys need to be made sure to be nice and quick as possible, so that if they're not in the World Cup, they can be integrated into preseason as soon as possible, right? Or that we've signed them such that when they've come back, they can just come straight into our training regimen.
Shout out to Podge's barbecue. Shout out to the barbecue. What? Why are you laughing about the barbecue?
No, I'm laughing because I would go to Potch's barbecue. That's one thing. I'll respect him for that. I got some good barbecue. Some good carne asada. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard TJ Rowan cooks better than him when it comes to his steaks.
No, the one thing I'll give Potch is he's Argentinian. They can throw him down on the grill, man.
Yeah, he's got that specialty grill. You know what I'm saying? It's like the size of a small apartment in Japan. That's what I'm saying, bro. But in terms of what the fuck was I about to bring up, bro? Fuck. Now I remember now. CP touched on a good point here that made me think about this. Actually, it was Ahmed that brought it up. In terms of the job of the directors, if what we're hearing is true, and yes, Alonso is going to be the manager, as far as I'm aware, it sounds like that's less work off of the director's plates, which means y'all should be able to do your job a lot more competently than you have in previous seasons. There should be no excuses for why these negotiations are going until the end of the season. There should be no excuses as to why we can't get our first choice picks and first choice targets unless they deny us, because obviously you guys fucked up the season with the recruitment and we've had a horrible season, and they see that and they don't want anything to do with it. But like, as far as I'm aware, they should be doing less work. They should be more reliable. They should be making better decisions. I think that sounds accurate to me. I don't know what you guys think. Right, because the manager is supposed to be taking up a lot more of the decision making in terms of who to get. And I think
team building. Decision making is like, I think what that means is, in my mind, probably gonna happen is Alonso is gonna obviously look at the team, right? He's gonna say, I like these players, right? These guys definitely need to go, and I need these profiles in. And then what the sporting director is gonna do is they're going to find the players that fit the profiles that he wants, and he has final say on who he wants. Like, they're not gonna be, and I think that's like the important point for me, is they're not gonna be able to push any players on him. Like, if Alonso was manager, they would have never been able to get Garnacho through the door. Because Maresca didn't want more Garnacho, but it didn't matter what he wanted because the club signed him. They're not going to be able to do that type of stuff anymore. So I don't know if the work is completely gone. I just think their work is more streamlined because they can't waste time looking for little deals here and some BS here. Because he'll tell them, listen, I want 2 center backs. I need this and I need these guys sold for sure. And they have their work more outlined than them basically being, allowed to run around like headless chickens and do whatever they want.
Yeah, as long as they're not the ones building the team, I am relatively okay with that. Because again, I hate to say anything positive about Blueco because it just gets spun as, oh, you're Blueco in, you're whatever. Can't deny it. When it comes to like scouting and young talents, like Hato, look at whatchamacallit, Palmer, look at Esteval, look at Andre Santos. I mean, say what you want about Mamadou Sarr, I think there's a good talent there that's in the making, so on and so forth. Acheampong is still in the team. They haven't sold him. Like
Dr. Fofana. Let's keep talking about it. Yeah, keep going.
That wasn't them though, was it?
No,
I don't think it was.
We play him. If we're not gonna play Sarr next season, we need to.
But also, like, let's stop pretending too that like you're always gonna get hits. I mean, Calvin Phillips in Man City. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but of course you're gonna get. It's also like, of course you're gonna get hits when you also buy 500 trillion every fucking summer. Like, I'm hoping 50 of them 500 work out. Like that is the odds.
My point being is that the scouting isn't nearly as bad as people make it out to be.
No. Okay, sure, we can say that, but their execution is shit.
In terms of what? What execution?
In terms of getting them. They scouted Elise.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That up.
But I don't mean like Elise either. Like, I don't know if I want to count Elise as scouting. Like, everyone knew he was a good talent. I just mean like scouting the unknown talents. That's a better way of putting it. Like, I didn't know who the fuck Hato was until last summer.
No, Hato was rated very highly.
He's kind of known for the Champions League, but like it's
Marshall. Hato's a bad example. Hato has been rated very highly for the past 3 years because he's been playing in Ajax since he was like.
It's 60. Like, okay, I didn't know about Esteban until I heard Anna talking about it before.
That's a you problem. He was bigged up in Brazil. That's a you problem.
Yeah.
That once again.
Him and Hendrick. Him
and Hendrick are the biggest prospects coming out. Have been coming out of Brazil since Vinny and actually since.
Okay, I heard about Hendrick more. I didn't hear about Esteban.
Yeah, like
because Madrid was
they're a year apart. That's why you didn't hear about the other because the other had to come in like a year later.
The majority of
Mike Penders even. Like Mike Penders even is like, if you even look at I think TalkSport had a guy analyzing how it's going to work with Xabi Alonso, and he's like, hey, when I was talking to goalkeeper scouts, everyone around Europe was rating Mike Penders and they were jealous how Chelsea got him. So that's
But
also
again,
not.
I'm referring not to like among scouts. Sure, among scouts they have a list of like top prospects that are well known, but amongst like people who are watching football day in day out, or not even day, I can't even say day in day out, because what I was trying to get at is that just the usual fan, right, that doesn't do scouting and stuff, they don't know these names. Like I promise you, if I had taken a poll in the beginning of the summer before we were even linked to Hato on this chat or in Twitter, how many of you guys know who Jarell Hato is? I guarantee you 60% of people don't know who the fuck Jarell Hato is.
I think you're wrong because he was linked with Arsenal the season before. Hato was a bad.
He was linked with Arsenal. Yeah, he was linked with Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's a bad example. Jarell Hato was a bad
I
example.
could keep the list can go on. It could be Kenda.
I think
Palmer
for me a good one was Andre Santos, bro. Zero people knew about Andre Santos.
Yeah, Andre Santos is a good example.
They got that.
Wait, Santos
he came from the second
Strasbourg,
division in the Brazilian league. Like that's good scouting.
Yeah, they got him from the Brasileira B, bro. Like that.
Yeah, that's good scouting.
Underground.
That's properly good scouting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but also like they also got like Washington, and everyone in Santos is like, why?
Okay,
the fuck
Washington.
did you buy him?
That's not really a real Brazilian right there. He was.
I know, but they bought, and everyone in Brazil also was wondering why the fuck did Chelsea buy him for 20 million?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a baffling one.
You're not gonna get them all right. That's the point. You're not gonna get them all right. You're gonna make mistakes.
I mean, yeah, you gotta hit and miss. Well,
obviously, it's also about like making mistakes worth like actually taking risks worth taking risks. Like, everyone here could have told you Garnacho was not gonna work out. Like everyone here could have told you Garnacho was not gonna work out.
Yeah.
If you watch the Premier League
and you
and
still
watch
took
any
that
Man
risk.
United games, you're gonna.
It's just like a stupid risk to take. You know what I mean? Like
it's more so also the
that
price.
Wasn't a risk. That was just suicide.
It's just the price of It's just price of the players you're buying them at, right? Like getting Gerald Hato for.
I don't like Gittins for the price. Yeah.
Like for example, Gerald Hato for 35 million makes sense because he was highly rated, and you're like, I could still sell him if he doesn't work out. If he works out, this is a steal, right? Like getting Esteval for initial price of 30 million with add-ons going up to 60, that makes sense because you have to hit the add-ons, right? But getting Garnacho or even Gittins at 55, like these were the same idiots saying,
bro, Gittins was so dumb, bro. We spent the whole first part of the Club World Cup arguing with them about price.
Gittins was the most stupidest thing for this main reason, I'll be honest. The whole process, because we were also, remember, linked with Mike Maignan, right? And his release clause was 20 million. And these guys fucking bid 8 million for him and said, hey, we're not willing to budge on our evaluation, right? We want to lowball people and we're going to decide that way. We're not going to always succumb to that. And then these idiots put 40 million on Gittins, got rejected, and just said, fuck it, we're just going to pay what you guys want. That's why it is even more stupid, because you're willing to pay 15 million pounds above for him, but not 12 million more for. By the way, Mike Maignan literally had a turnaround season and had one of his best seasons this year, by the way. Yep. Even by 8 million.
Rob Sanchez, to be fair.
Huh?
So did Rob Sanchez, to be fair. Or Rob Check.
Well, not for an entire season. I'm saying Sanchez had blips for like a month or two as well during the Rossinier period.
It was really, it was only 1 month. It was 3 games. Both the Arsenal ones, obviously because we're allowed to wrestle in the box now. And I think that was actually I think it was actually Arsenal, and maybe there was another game. I can't remember which one.
I think there was a few more, but it's Man United also in the beginning of the others. But anyways, I think Mike Maignan still for 20 million instead of fucking getting Jorgensen was
I can agree with that one.
You know, like getting like
the Jorgensen one makes no sense to me.
If you're gonna be honest, we could have. This is gonna play into the joke. We could have had a Czech Courtois thing. You know what I'm saying? We got Sanchez Czech and we got fucking Courtois and Mike Maignan in a sense, right? Like now you got 2 elite goalkeepers for 1 season, and that's great.
Wait, what did I just hear?
We could have had a Czech Courtois situation.
Oh, I thought you said it's going Czech and Maignan.
No, Czech and Courtois, like how Mike Maignan and Sanchez
Czech and Maignan,
and Czech Sanchez. I was saying Czech Sanchez. But that's we could have had that. That would have been great. Fight it out for the best goalkeeper for our team, you know. But
I don't mind Sanchez being back up though.
I mean, I kind of want to bring it back to the game because believe it or not, we played a game today, guys. What'd you think about the Spurs performance, and how does that make you feel about Sunderland going forward?
I want to say, well, I think you heard me and RSM after the second when you joined in the second half, but me and RSM were joking that the aura of Xavi Alonso alone, because if you saw the first half, I'm seeing one-touch football. I'm seeing Cruyff turns. I am seeing patterns of play, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I saw Barca ball for like 10 seconds.
Yo, I was like, you're right. Like I'm seeing one-touch passes forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm seeing I'm seeing people look up and trying to pass forward instead of side to side. Like this was the best performance since Villa.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree, bro.
Like we were joking that, oh my God, first of all, we've won a game in the Premier League after 2.5 months. Second of all, I've seen more than one goal now. Oh my fucking God, I'm losing my mind. So this clearly shows, even though these people are publicly telling us that they didn't down tools, they down
to Bastoni. Say no to Bastoni in 2026, bro. I can't.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'll drink Rio, but not Bastoni.
Even though they won the league, trust me, no. But even though publicly they're saying we didn't down tools, these fuckers down tools. This first half showed
100%, bro.
This first half alone showed me these people fucking down tools. Because now they're
holding these players accountable, man.
Curry Pirate, yeah. I think I know under Rossini's tenure, I was saying for the longest time, these guys were culpable in what was going on. It wasn't like we can criticize a lot of the time back in the day.
Bro, they did not play for him. I agree.
They did never play for
No. But Ahmed, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying publicly.
No, I'm saying that it's been a bigger thing. It's been a thing for a long while. That's what I'm trying to say.
No. I agree with you, and I even know that. But remember, these guys had their PR reports 2 days ago saying, "Hey, we haven't down tools. We're still trying our best. We've been trying our best the entire season." And that's what I'm saying is this. Literally 2 days later, it's showing me that was complete BS once again, guys. Because the way you guys were playing was night and fucking day.
Look at even the FA Cup, bro. These guys were playing their hearts out, bro. Final. This is why, bro. I'm like, you know, these guys cannot have the cheek here to be crying about
Newcastle,
but these guys can't have the cheek here
about
crying. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's absolutely shameless behavior.
The other thing too,
like the only person who's scot-free for me is Gerald Hato. Gerald Hato has been performing when he when he
even
plays.
Even Reece James, I would probably add to that list too. By the way.
Yeah, like
no. I'm not putting Reece in that list. He actually tries.
No, I'm saying that's what we're talking about. The two people exempt from
okay.
are Gerald Hato and Reece James. Are the only two players that did not down tool.
João Pedro too.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And I'll even put.
I mean, João Pedro got player of the season, so.
I think Caicedo just struggled because everyone else is downing tools around him.
Do you think Enzo down tools this season though? Because I thought he still did alright.
Bro, I think Enzo felt like trying when he wanted to try.
Yeah, I'll be
honest. I was about to say,
he had his off games. I'm not gonna lie, he had his off games, but like
I think Enzo, like that's why I'm so critical on Enzo because he's one of the leaders in that dressing room. I really think it trickles down, bro. Like as soon as he lost PSG, he was like, "All right, we got nothing to play for," and then people just followed suit, bro.
But sometimes when
Alejandro Garnacho, you don't think he was like, "Oh, Daddy Enzo," like, come on.
To add to your point, Marshall, and this is where I think we have to be when it comes to Enzo Fernandez, whether it be his future at the club, you know, or whatever happens to him. This is something that we need to be obviously honest about, right? Where
he ain't fooling me with the GNA, Enzo.
Like yes, you know, you're getting us goals and assists, but in terms of leadership and qualities, the stuff you're doing, bro, it's not good. We have to
I feel like there's only so much you could do when you keep changing for all these managers. It's not going well in general.
Chris,
I get it, but you still gotta keep professionalism.
Chris, it's about professionalism and maintaining standards, bro. At my job, bro, I can have 100 managers as a civil engineer, right?
I know, but when you got when everything's just going wrong, what can you really do? Like as like
keep your head up and play 110% every game.
What you can do?
He doesn't do it every game, but he does give it a lot.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but you could argue like
I
would say Reece James and maybe Hato.
No, but Chris, the issue is he doesn't have the status or stature in world football to do that. Because let's be honest.
Well, in world football, yes, but for Chelsea, no.
No, not even in world football. Cool, you want to fuck World Cup?
Won a World Cup and 2 Copa Americas. In world football, he has a status.
No, he doesn't. Club football also matters. Club football also matters in terms of winning.
But in terms of Chelsea, club football is the only thing that matters to me.
Sure. Anyways, okay, whatever. Besides the point, I was saying, fuck. Now I forgot. Fuck you, Marshall. Anyways, sorry.
Talking about the downing tools and stuff.
Thank you. Sorry. The
He
problem
downed tools as soon as Enzo
no,
Maresca left.
sorry, that's what I mean.
A little bit, yeah.
That's what my point was trying to be. Unlike back in the heyday, let's admit it, as Chelsea fans, we knew when Drogba and Lampard didn't like a manager, and they fucking down tools because they wanted a manager to get back.
Hated him.
Mikel even said this publicly, actually, multiple times, that hey, if you like with Villas-Boas, once he got Terry pissed off, the whole fucking squad now.
He pissed a lot of people off, yeah.
So,
I completely, Nell, big up to you. Welcome to the chat. I haven't seen you around, but I completely disagree with this.
They down tools with Jose Mourinho in 15, 16.
But we
definitely down tools.
Fans kind of forgave that because we knew that, hey, they're downing tools because this manager is a bitch, right?
But
and because they've won leagues for us, and they've won leagues for us, right? Yeah, these guys don't have that same leeway. They do not have. They nowhere close have.
Reese is the only one that I'd be like, okay, fine.
Yeah, like
I always feel like he does.
And you can give you could give you could even give the example at Real Madrid about how Xabi Alonso left, about players downing tools. But then with Real Madrid, you still have, in a sense, most of the team was Champions League winners with Ancelotti, so they still have the clout. And Mbappe is Mr. World Cup. You don't have anything close to that for a squad like us.
Exactly.
So how dare they try to down tools with us?
Yeah, it's about
they don't have any excuse.
Club. That's what I'm saying. And like, you know what? This actually leads me to my next point. This is where the recruitment also comes in handy, right? Where it needs to be done right, because I'm sorry, if some of y'all don't like Xabi Alonso, you need to give Xabi Alonso someone that he can bring in case a player feels like they want to down tools.
Yep.
You gotta give me that Enzo backup in case Enzo decides he wants to fuck around and find out. All right, cool. Get hooked.
Yeah, because if you're talking about the old Chelsea, this is why we brought Shevchenko, because we're like, fuck around and find out, Drogba. If you fucking down tools, we got a Ballon d'Or winner coming in. Hey, SCN, Lampard, if you want to fuck around, we just got fucking Michael Ballack, who's the captain of Germany. Let's fuck around and find out, boys. Let's fuck around and find out. You can't, like, what do we need?
Our backups are like that badly. It doesn't matter down tools.
But the thing is, like, there's a reason why this season Cole Palmer has gotten away with so many shit performances, so many bad performances. Why? Because there's no one to back him up. There's no one that can just. They can come onto the bench and bench him.
But
no, he can't.
But
as a 10, though, like as a 10.
No, I'm just
saying,
not
as a 10, not right now.
He's also been injured.
He's too lightweight.
Xavi, do you think we're gonna play over 10, like a middle 10 and like two?
No, brother, do not touch the 10 position on a consistent basis for the next 2 years. You build up the physical attributes you need in terms of muscle and strength to survive this league. Because I don't want Esteval, he's perfect in the wings, because all he has to deal with is maybe a center mid and a fullback. Because the second he comes to the midfield, he's going to have a center back breathing down his neck, a CDM, a center mid, and a fucking fullback on him, trying to break his legs the way he plays. No fucking way I want that at this young of an age. I need him to live. You can see that with the Yamal already. I need him to be alive right now at this point, please. Do not touch the 10 on a consistent basis. Maybe a match or two, if we need to, for that particular tactic. Fuck no, not for a consistent.
But Reece James is part of the reason this club isn't in a bigger mess. He's not the reason we're in this mess.
Yes, but I think he's too soft spoken.
The problem is, Marshall,
that shouldn't matter. At the end
of
the day,
it does. I'll be honest. The way he handles the media and how I'll be honest. Colwell gives me more of a proper Chelsea captain.
That's
fine.
fine.
The issue is, Marshall, it's about leadership, like qualities, the type of leadership you need, right?
Yeah.
The team we've got right now does not necessarily.
What does we say so badly for you to say?
No, Chris. I'll give you an example. From me personally.
Because he doesn't like shout or passion.
No, Chris. I'll give you an example. Reece reminds me of Frank Lampard. in terms of his mannerisms, right? That's why he wasn't captain. He's a leader in terms of how he plays.
But we don't have like a John Terry though, right? So it's
but that's
like,
also not true because he does speak. He does shout and yell. Like there was literally a report the other day that you could hear Colwell, Van Dijk, and Reece on the pitch at all times. He's improved in that aspect.
A little bit, but it's not natural to him.
Sure, but it's also at the end of the day, like hold on, before you rebuttal. What I'm trying to get at is that at the end of the day, you could be Enzo talking all the shit you want at the end of the day, and it could mean fuck all.
No, but I'm not
look at where
Enzo.
it's led us.
I'm not saying Enzo though. I'm saying for me, I'll be honest.
But Enzo is very spoken. Enzo's the very vocal one. Enzo's the one that people look at like that guy's the leader. Look at him. He's pointing. He's yelling. He's doing all this.
I honestly think. For me personally, I think
Bruno, he does
if Cole can stay fit, I think he should be the captain.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, 100%.
You think?
I think he should be the captain.
I don't think he's ever going to be stripped away from Reece, by the way.
I think Reece can be vice captain because Lampard used to be vice captain.
No, there's zero chance that they're demoting Reece.
I know they're not going to do that.
I mean, we could say, it's like I don't see.
I think that should be what's happening. But if that's not going to happen, and you're going to have Reece as the captain,
you can still be a leader about the armband, though. CP, it doesn't matter.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's what Reece James could be.
He's just the face of Chelsea, really, with it.
This is why I believe and I agree. And I hope so that it's true of what Alonso said to them, where he wants to change the culture of the team and the culture of the locker room. And that starts by getting people who, like Neto, for example, complains down tools, get him out. Chalobah thinks he is better than he is. He does it in a humble way, but he truly believes he's on the level, and he's not. He needs
not by his social media stuff bullshit too.
Exactly. He needs to.
That's gonna be a no.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. He needs to go. I'm so sorry. Gusto as well. You don't have the mentality week in, week out. And this is my whole point where I love managers that are able to be very consistent in the league, because you are teaching them this mentality to be competitive week in, week out. You don't choose when you get to show up. You show up every week. You don't get to drop points against the relegation side and then show up when it's time for the big match that everybody's gonna watch. You don't get to do that. And so for me, this is why I hope it's true, because at the end of the day, the captain armband, it's all symbolic. But there is rot in this team that needs to be removed. There is mentality in this team that needs to be changed. We can't continue. It's the thing. For example, Jackson was a big issue. That mentality was a problem.
Yep, Fofana this season.
Fofana is another one that's got to go.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the type of mentality that needs to be taken away from this team and changed. More so than this, for me, the symbolic, he's captain, vice captain, whatever. Because at the end of the day, right now, we've seen all the reports. Tosin is a vocal leader in that dressing room. Please get the fuck out. This is my point. Look at who the leaders are in the dressing room. They are allowing Tosin to be a leader. Please, man, give it up. I agree with what Alonso said. We need to change the mentality. We need better players, and the high-level players need to be leaders on the pitch, vocally, whatever. He needs to have that culture change within this team. So that's why I'm happy that they gave him the reins to select who stays and who goes.
Hopefully.
Let me address this comment real quick, Chelsea Blue, because you might be new. First things first.
What up, Pom?
The Enzo hate. I'm wearing Enzo Fernandez in the back of this kit right now. Okay? I defended this guy staunchly to the point where I cannot defend him anymore.
Go on, show that Enzo.
Give me all the...
When did you defend him, Marshall?
To show you proper Enzo fan.
Okay.
I got one too, man.
Now, people, Marshall. Wait, you guys can hear me, right? Yeah, cool.
You're
Marshall,
interrupting me, but go ahead.
At what point in Enzo's Chelsea career did you defend him?
That's when he started.
Performances, not the off the pitch bullshit.
I just need to clarify for the audience that you're not Sapat.
Yes. Okay. Got it. Fair enough.
You're welcome, my brother.
Yeah, fair enough. So I've defended Enzo's performances on the pitch for a very long time. These guys on the panel can tell you. So it's not about Enzo hate. The GNA shit, miss me with that shit. I don't give a fuck about the GNA unless you're Bruno Fernandes breaking records and really realistically leading my team and
he's about to. He's
one assist away.
He's tied for
Yeah. So unless you're doing what Bruno Fernandes is doing for United, which is carrying the team, which to an extent, yeah, Enzo's done a little bit this season.
With the goals he's carried us more, yes.
But again, it's like you're a midfielder. I don't forget the original purpose of Enzo, and I don't forget what some of you guys in this chat have said to me before as well. With all the slander for Jorginho and all this shit, Enzo was supposed to be that guy to keep the clock ticking, the regista, to really like, not really regista like that, but like to help us be creative in the attack, help us like be like a 6 and defend, and just be a good midfielder. We've reduced him to just be a box crasher at this point, which, cool, it's worked for this season. It worked a little bit for last season. But outside of the goals and assists, what have you done? What have you been doing? Like, don't get me wrong. I feel bad for Enzo at times because he does get robbed of assists and stuff like that. But he ain't no Modric. I'd still rather have Kovacic than him. And Kovacic wasn't giving me goals and assists. Like, the impact you have on the pitch and the overall game is important to me, not just goals and assists. Not just goals and assists, which is why, like, you take away the goals and assists from Palmer, look at the impact he's having in the game.
Yeah, and honestly, we are joking with RSM that we're joking that, hey, shout out to my Cam for another great defensive performance, because actually,
bro, shout out, man.
Because he actually does do better defending than Enzo Fernandez. Funnily enough, I honestly, he tracks back better, he tackles better.
Are we gonna talk about Mason Palmer?
Mason Palmer.
I mean, I already did. I said that, bro. Yeah. I told you, bro. Amazing defensive performance from my Cam, man.
Yeah. But the only reason I'm here is because my spider senses were tingling that Chalobah was mentioned. The only reason I'm here.
Oh yeah, I was saying him. I said he's a massive issue.
No, RSM. I'll be honest. The biggest massive issue, because see, Chalobah you can sell because he's low on wages.
Bro, Chalobah's not Nigerian. He pretends to be Nigerian and argues with people on Twitter. Like,
thank you. This guy's from Sierra Leone.
No.
No, I looked it up. I saw that and I'm like, bro, is he even Nigerian? I looked at him, he's not Nigerian. I'm like, why?
He's not Nigerian. He's from Sierra Leone.
Okay.
He's embarrassing, man.
Well, okay. Anyways, besides what I was saying is, Chalobah's not the biggest issue for me. He's the second biggest issue at the backline because he's at least on low wages and he's free in terms of we can sell him for fucking 10 million and we get profit. This French piece of shit. I hate Fofana like the passion of 1,000 suns this season, man. This man once again not tracking his runner so we can have Parrot Man score another fucking shit header goal. I hate this man on 200K. We as a club apparently want to sell him, but this dickhead doesn't want to leave us.
Why? Of course, bro. He knows he's not getting paid nowhere else.
Yeah, he's not getting paid 200K like this. How are we selling?
Yeah,
Ahmed keeps on telling me, dude, he's perfect for Marseille. Marseille is not gonna pay the 200K. How are we subsidizing his wages, man? I hate this guy.
Wait, CP. Did you not read Fofana at the start of the season?
No, I said I am worried because I said we need another center back after Colwell went down. Remember when we were making predictions with Mud Brothers? I said, hey, we could get second if Cole was healthy. The second Cole wasn't healthy, I'm saying we're getting fourth.
It's over.
No, because when I slander Chalobah and Fofana, I get pushback from a lot of people.
So I backed Fofana last season when Cole and Fofana had that partnership.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Not this season because I'm like,
my bad.
Fofana got credit for me from last season because we were the third best defense with Cole and all that shit. This guy needs to leave my club. He has the biggest bitch mentality I've ever seen. Him and Chalobah are the two biggest bitches in center back I've ever seen in my life. Play for my club. Soft as hell. Soft as Weetabix. Like, I hate their mentality. I hate who they are as people. I generally just fuck off.
Bro,
just fuck off from
Can I also point this out?
Right off.
Like, slander that Chelsea fans give to Cahill and David Luiz, right? Because Cahill and David Luiz is not John Terry, Carvalho,
not even close.
Thiago Silva. David Luiz and Cahill both played in a Champions League final and won working hamstring against prime Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
Could you imagine Chalobah and Fofana playing in a Champions League final?
I hate this Fofana guy, dude.
We'll never get that again with
Go ahead, Marshall.
Also, the comment before talking about Bruno Fernandes, me and Prime are part of another stream that has two Manchester United fans. They admit that Umbuemo's been dog shit and Sesko's been okay and he barely had any minutes. What are you talking about in terms of the front line? Cunha's been bang average and Umbuemo should have missed 3 goals yesterday alone.
Thank you. Top scorer.
Thank you, CP. I'm glad I'm not the only one that can watch football with their eyes.
If you ask my friend Sheik, like Umbuemo should have flawlessly even said he should have got a hat trick.
Thank you, Pierre Romero. I was about to ban that person.
Bruno Fernandes should have had 30 assists already by the season.
Yeah.
Because he lays the ball on a plate for these dead attackers, bro.
He does that a lot. They just had
these dead attackers around. He should have broken the record ages ago. He should have had 4 assists last game alone. He should be on 24 assists alone, and he had bumped.
And Umbuemo's only got 10 goals. I thought he had more.
Amad Diallo went from the Ivorian Messi to the Ivorian fucking Garnacho in one season, man. He hasn't scored a goal this entire season. By the way,
he's so bad, bro.
I said it last season. Ahmad started learning Victor Moses. Start learning what Victor Moses did for us when he won the league. That's what bro. Ahmad's not a kid. He's been at United for so long.
Yeah. And all right, Chelsea Blue. You need to stop pretending like Delap started the majority of Chelsea games this season. And Gittins as well. Let's stop pretending that they were there. Like they had Neto, he had Delap, or not Delap. I'm sorry, João Pedro and Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, sure, they not the two wingers
Palmer's
have not
got
been
like
good
10
enough.
GA this season, and he's barely played, and he's been awful. 10 goals, sorry, 10 goals.
Oh yeah, there you go. Like the GNA thing again. You've missed me with that. You gotta like. There are games where I literally see, for example, the first leg of PSG. I thought the first leg of PSG, Enzo Fernandez was phenomenal, the best player on the pitch. Why? Because he was creating, he was attacking, he was doing everything, not just goals and assists to get away with it. That's what I mean. If you're an 8, like a proper center mid, like I'm talking like what I grew up with, Xabi Alonso, like you could do it all. You could defend, you can attack, you can pass the ball, you can create, like you could do everything. This guy can only box crash.
Marshall, I'll give me 1 second. I'm gonna give him the exact goals for the Premier League because I'm just gonna dunk on this fucking thing. So Sesko has 11 goals, and Mbuemo has 10, and Cunha has 10 in the league.
Cunha has 10.
Yeah. Cunha has 10 in the league.
I thought
the same as Palmer.
The
same as Palmer.
I'm going through Chelsea.
Palmer's not even played a full season either.
I'm going through Chelsea. Here's Chelsea. 15 is higher than 11. Can we all agree, people?
Sure.
Yes? Okay. 10 goals, so similar to the same as Cunha. And Palmer has 9 goals, so one away from
who had the 10? Was that Enzo?
So if you put all the goals...
Enzo got 10, yeah.
So if you get all the goals together, for us, you're getting about 34 goals for us. And if you include Manchester United, you're getting 31.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, Delap doesn't play because he.
And at the end of the day, I think all of us in this panel agree. If you're good quality, you can still stand out regardless of how shit the team around you is.
Yeah, like for example, João Pedro this season first.
That's a Man United team that United fans all agree they fixed their attack.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, and also Bruno Fernandes, like, haven't 11 of his goals come from set pieces, and Casemiro has 9 goals, and he's amazing at set piece goals. By the way, we don't have anyone like that.
Like Bruno is having his
Chelsea Blue. You're right. There are a lot of fans that just don't like Enzo Fernandez. I'm just not one of them. So when you accuse me of saying like this hate for Enzo is weird, it's like no, there's no hate for Enzo.
Okay, you want to talk about people who don't like Enzo? This is me right here. So what are we talking about Enzo here? Are we talking about getting rid of him or what?
No, it's just the context of like.
So we're talking about how players are downing. So it originally started with, we think, based on how they played in the first half, look at how amazingly we played. This clearly showed these dickheads were downing tools. So we were saying how everyone, including Enzo's leadership, should be better than this. If he's one of the leaders in this club, it's not good that you also were downing tools as this part of this leadership.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. You would never want your captain to down tools, which is why I respect Reece and Levi Cole much more as a captain than I would Enzo. I actually respect Caicedo more as a captain than I do Enzo. And Caicedo is like a Buddha out there. He don't say shit, bro. So like
he's too busy trying to win the ball back.
Exactly.
Hold on, wait. You don't respect Enzo as a captain?
No, I never listen. Okay. I shouldn't say I never wanted him as captain, because there was a point where I'm like, okay, this guy's vocal. He's on the pitch. He's trying to impact games, and I could see how he can naturally be seen as a leader. But once he was out and about flirting with Madrid after the PSG press conference saying, right now, I don't know what my future holds for me here at Chelsea, all this and that, like, dog, you could easily just say, I'm focused on the season right now. We'll see what happens at the end of the season in regards to Chelsea. You're already flirting with the idea of leaving and downing tools, and it came out too that after Maresca left, the majority of you guys downed tools, and that comes from leadership downwards.
Yeah, no, okay, that stuff, yeah. But if you just mean in terms of leadership just solely on the pitch and stuff, maybe it's controversial. I think Enzo's a better leader than Reece. I think even you can even say low-key Colwell is a better leader than Reece.
No, like, I agree with that. That's fine, but I don't agree with. In terms of, I don't agree with Reece, because at the end of the day, you don't down tools ever if you're a Chelsea.
No, but I'm not talking. I'm not talking about that. Yes, we all agree on the downing tools thing. I'm just talking about in terms of being on the pitch, and what is that sound? Ahmed.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I was
just fixing my we know. I just mean in terms of like being on the pitch and actually like leading and speaking. I think,
but Reece does it too, though. That's the thing. There's actually a report that in Liverpool, him, Van Dijk, and Levi Colwill were the most outspoken people on the pitch. He's improved.
Yeah, that's great. That's one game. But yeah. Anyways, but regardless of that, that's not even the point. The Enzo stuff, like you guys know, everyone knows my opinion on Enzo, right? As much as, on one hand, like I do get frustrated a lot with Enzo because I just think that his primary role and his function of what he's best at and he should be playing at, he can't do it necessarily in the Prem, or at least not the way we want to play, whichever even means with this ownership. I think he should go. However, on the other side, there's a lot of things he adds to this team that we don't get from other players. People hate a lot on his GA and his goal output, but we don't get goal output from our other attackers. Barring João Pedro. Palmer's been asked for 2 years now. So if João Pedro doesn't score, who else can we get goals from?
I think for me.
So that's why like for me this summer, as much as I have all this stuff about Enzo and even Palmer, as much as all the stuff I have against him, no one can be saying get rid of those two in the summer. We've got bigger problems to focus on than to constantly be speaking about Enzo Fernandez. Yeah. We can't keep speaking about Enzo and Palmer. Let's speak about the fact that Chalobah's getting a contract extension. Speak on that.
Hopefully not.
He stayed. This guy's learning. This guy's been learning Spanish for 6 months or for 6 weeks. He's staying. He's getting a new contract, and you know what we're gonna see, Marshall? We're gonna hear briefs that Xabi Alonso rates Chalobah's leadership and wants to keep him. That's what we're gonna hear. That's what's gonna happen.
He rates his Spanish, bro.
That's what this guy said. We're not getting rid of him. So when CP says that the bigger problem is Fofana because of his contract, or because of his wages, you know why? For me, Fofana is not a bigger problem than Chalobah. Because Fofana next season will break his hamstring again. Fofana will get injured and break his hamstring and miss the season. Chalobah never gets injured and will end up starting. And that's why Achimpong doesn't get minutes, because you've got Chalobah blocking him. You've got people like Chalobah and Tosin blocking his path. At least Fofana, I can trust to get injured and won't play games. Reece James will get injured and not play games. But I've got Chalobah blocking the path for Achimpong to play centre back or even at right back because of people like Chalobah. Get rid of him. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Marshall. Yeah.
Nah, I just think, like, you're not wrong. Actually, you did hit the nail on the head when it comes to, in terms of, like, issues we have to fix with the team. We are in a position right now where Enzo is kind of the least of our worries. Again, he's not horrible. Like, he's not a bad player in any sense. But let's also be real. 105 mil for this player. Like, he's not really... Even this season, which is his best season as a Chelsea player in terms of output.
No, last season he had like 26 GNA. He had way more GNA last season.
Oh, really? I thought this season was his best season.
This season he has the most goals, but in terms of GNA, it's last season.
Okay,
all comps.
Even last season with GNA and all that stuff and all comps, like, Still not good enough for that price tag. Listen, I know Moises Caicedo hasn't been that great in the second half of the season, but when we did have Moises Caicedo in that first half of the season, no one was questioning the price tag he came at. People really thought for a minute we had the best CDM in the world. At no point did I think I had the best attacking midfielder or the best 8 in the world in Enzo Fernandez. So that's just that. Even if you're the biggest supporter of Enzo, I don't think you can tell me to my face that you had the best midfielder in the world in Enzo Fernandez at some point this season.
Yeah.
It's that simple. It's that simple, people.
I think he can thrive for Xavi Alonso.
It's possible. I would like to see it.
I'm only saying this because
Where
do you think?
Let Ahmed go because he's been waiting.
I think the issue when it comes to when it comes to discussion about Enzo, is that ultimately even under Alonso or like whoever you're gonna buy, is gonna be the heart of the team. Because I think a lot that's what's gonna happen, unfortunately, right? And so again, if he's at the central of everything we're doing, again, we cause that is what caused us problems in my personal opinion, partially under Maresca, right? Because we were so centric on him, right? And obviously Palmer was also performing at the time. But then if we do go another season of Alonso where Enzo's again a most important factor for us, I feel like that's another problem of we're discontinuing a bigger problem that we're having again. I don't know about you guys, but that's why it just feels like to me having him here still does at the released.
Yeah. I hear you. I agree. And you're not even necessarily like wrong per se, but for me, if the summer window ends, and we've gotten rid of Enzo Fernandez, but the rest of or not even all of the bums, if some of the bums are still here, I'll be pissed. Because that's not the bit. As whatever people say about Enzo and his negatives, he still offers more to this team than having to constantly play Chalaba and Fofana, to name two.
Or Delap.
Delap I know is going. Garnacho I know is going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're bigger problems. These guys, Chalaba and Fofana are starting in our team, or at least one of them will start with Powell. That's a bigger problem. So that's why I'm looking and also with Real Madrid. Because it'll be most likely Real Madrid where he's going. Would you guys rather have straight cash, or would you accept like a swap deal?
I would accept cash and swap personally. A little bit of cash and a little bit of a swap deal would go down.
If we can get Nico Paz, I'll take him.
We're talking about Fofana. What are we talking about?
No, for Enzo.
Enzo.
Nico Paz or Aguilar. I'll take one of those two.
Yeah. I'll take, or you give me Nico Paz and Camavinga and no cash. I'll take that.
Injury prone Camavinga when we have Lavia.
He's not as injury prone as Camavinga's not as injury prone as Lavia. Not even close.
No, but you know what I'm like, bro. You know what I'm like. The slander names will just run. Not gonna lie.
Because he can play multiple positions. He can play the box cash and get and everything. So.
Also, CP. What I was gonna ask, we're all saying Xavi's going to play a 3-4-3, right? We're all assuming.
Probably, but we'll see.
Where does Enzo fit in that?
He's Xhaka. He's Xhaka. Because Xhaka used to be the like kind of advanced 8 box crasher, right? He used to do the passing and box crash. That's what Enzo's going to do, right? Enzo's slightly more mobile than Xhaka, but Xhaka had more presence in terms of being 6 foot, right? I think he can do that because the whole point of the 3 is you have the safety of that, plus you have Caicedo, and then you're going to have at least quick enough wing backs to help cover that too, right? That's the whole point of it. So that's why I think I want to see that. That's why I want to see that for at least next season. If you want to sell him after that, if it doesn't work out, fair enough. But I want to see that for one because he made Xhaka look like a world. Because Xhaka had a decent season with Arsenal, but the second.
No, go ahead, CP.
Our team, I think our team is more built for a back 3 than a 4 right now.
Yeah, that's why I was like, because Neto is technically been played as a wing back most of the season.
Most of the times as defensively,
and Cucurella has had wing back games.
And even if you're talking about today's game or the FA Cup final, Gerald Hampton's been playing the left center back, and Cole's been playing center back.
Yeah.
And then your right center back could be a Reece James or a.
But
Lacroix.
it's gonna vary. He's gonna be adaptable, which is true.
But it suits him more. You look at Cole Palmer. He's not really a 10-10, and he's not really a touchline winger. He's someone who wants to play in the half space. Esteban also wants to play in the half space. Like, it suits them if we do this.
Yeah, it does. That's exactly what Verts was. Verts was a left mid / cam for them because he used to.
Okay, hold on. Surf Pro. What do you think? Where do you think positionally wingbacks play in? Let me ask you that.
They play strike then, right?
Wait, what do you mean? Positionally wingbacks play?
Like wingbacks, where do they mostly find themselves on the pitch? Like if I'm talking about heat maps.
On the touchline.
On the touchline, around the middle, right?
Yeah, I worry for Reese's hamstrings if he.
Like, is it safe to say? Okay, let me. What I'm alluding to is essentially that in some shapes and form, in some systems, most systems, left wing back, right wing back is just another way of saying left mid, right mid.
In a sense.
They just have more defensive duty.
We've had Cucurella invert. We've had Hato invert. We've had Malagusto invert. Like,
do you not
see what I'm getting at?
Do you not remember in 21-22?
He'd be more attacking over Reese.
Do you not remember
Reese
in 21-22
will probably be more attacking.
When?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want Reese playing that far up, but do you not remember in 21-22 when Reese literally said that, or Tuchel said Reese and what's his name? Chilwell are basically like left and right mids. He literally said that in a press conference, and people have just ignored it and said, "Oh no, they're wing backs." Like, no, if you're that far forward, like,
I think
you're basically playing the midfield because you're defending as well as attacking. And what has Pedro Neto done a lot of this season? He defends all the time. He's always getting picked because he tracked back and he does all this. Even Nani last season was tracking back a lot, defending and stuff. That's how you wouldn't be in the team unless you did it. So essentially, they're doing the duties of wingbacks would.
And we have Quenda coming too, who played as a wingback for Amrin's system at right and left wingback.
Now, if you don't think it's best suited for the team, then it's your opinion. I get it with the James thing.
I think Reece James can do it in terms of if you watch Leverkusen, Grimaldo wasn't as like Frimpong was basically a right winger. I'll be honest with you, because he had the pace to be right, and you can even see that with the Liverpool team. Grimaldo was more of like a left mid, so he wouldn't go as far up, and he's a bit more slower, but way better with in terms of crossing and ball playing, and that's what I think I want to see the inverse of, right? So Reece can be the ball playing right mid in a sense. And then you can have a Quenda on the left or a Neto on the left, with left wing back being that pacey guy, right?
Yeah,
so that's what I'm kind of want to try.
I hear you, CP. However,
but that's why I also want to. Sorry, 1 second, Prime. But that's why I also want a backup. What I mean is, then, because for me it's like, okay, if Quenda's the left wing back, the backup for me is like or even a starter is Lewis Hall or Barco, right? Because Barco can then be the Grimaldo guy. So then on the right side, I want a guy who could be a Frimpong guy, just in case, right? For some games. So it gives versatility for the squad in general. And Gusto could be that, but he's shit at crossing. So
I hear what you're saying, CB, but...
You think that's why our Cam has been defending more, by the way?
That might work playing in the Bundesliga, but in the Prem, I would rather have Reece play right center back.
But then the issue is now if that happens, then our entire back line is too small in terms of aerially, because you got a Colwell who's decent in the air. He's 6'2". He's 6'2". Then you got a 6-foot Hato who defensively amazing. Aerially, we need aerial presence. And if you put Reece James as a right center back, we have no aerial presence. Yeah. And when the fucking giants of Arsenal or Liverpool with Van Dijk come in, we are fucked. Yeah.
No, you're right, because I'm thinking in my head that I would like either Hato or Cucurella to play left center back. So no, you're right. That fucks. Okay.
Right. So but that's why people have been saying Lacroix for
maybe one game a week helps Reece for the year build back up his fitness and stuff. But I'd be real. We've been heartbroken too many times with Reece. I just don't want to.
No, I'm not even saying he has to do every game, but I'm saying get a right-sided wing back who's pacey as fuck. So then Xavi Alonso can prefer it by by the game, right? So then if the left side is weak for them, then we can have the pacey guy on the right side for attacking their left, right? So
what's the saying? What's the saying? Every dog has his day. Is that the saying?
Yeah.
Hey man, every dog has his days in terms of injury-free seasons, man. Fofana had this season. Reece James, for the most part, had this season. You know.
No, Marshall, this was
every dog has his day. Prime.
Marshall, no, this was.
Oh,
yeah.
lost Prime.
Prime's been having internet issues today. I'll be honest.
Okay. It was supposed to be the season.
Reece got to him.
This was supposed to be. Listen, you know what they say in Scooby Doo. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those rotten kids. No. Reece would have gotten away with it if Maresca didn't leave.
I mean,
he would have gotten away with it.
Reece. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I can't even be mad if Reece got injured this season. He was only out for what, a month? That's it.
Also, you're
normal. It's normal for any player. I'm not gonna bash him. I'm not gonna keep saying he's injury prone.
No.
But also, Europe's most wanted.
I'm making a joke, but like, still, I just don't want to put him out. Listen, maybe I'm scarred.
No, I do want to avoid the wing back.
You don't want to take.
It is risky.
I'd rather listen. Just go get like a tall left-sided center back for me instead of. Yeah,
it could be Quenda anyway.
No, I want a right-sided center back. Just get me.
Games Reece James played this season, by the way.
Get me Lacroix.
How many games he played this season?
Okay. He's played 38 games in the past. Well, not Premier League, sorry.
CP, what are you gonna say, by the way?
If you get someone as solid as like Lacroix, that means like because again, I don't want Reece bombing up and down. So maybe in certain situations, the left wing back can track back and we can shift into a 4, and Reece can just be like if it show certain game. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Lacroix is like pacey as fuck, like pacey as a mofo. So that's why I'm saying if you have Reece as a right mid, this guy is just so pacey and also like good in the air. Mm-hmm. He could just cover for Reece. Reece doesn't have to constantly track back, right?
Would you you would take Lacroix over Diomande? I know he's going to PSG to be fair.
Yes, I would take Lacroix over Diomande right now. He's also prem proven. He's played in a 3 at the back system. He's won a trophy at least with Glasner, who's a decent manager, and he's pacey as fuck.
CP, that pacey outlet you said for the right side. So someone put in the chat. So you could play Quenda on the right for that pacey outlet on the right side, and then
and if you have Pedro Neto, if you're keeping Pedro, I don't want Pedro Neto on the squads to be honest. But if we get Lewis Hall, I'll be honest. If you sell Pedro Neto, you get Lewis Hall and Barco as a backup. I'll take that, and then Reece and Quenda, I'll take that. I'll run with that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not really gymnastics. It's like new manager, new systems. Players are adaptable. We literally scouted with the intent of bringing in flexible players in terms of their positionality.
And also, people, I think it was Europe's most wanted, saying you should expect the same system as Leverkusen based on reports. Reports also said, and Xabi Alonso has said itself, that he likes his squads being comfortable with 3 different formations. And one of them, we know, or actually 2 of the formations he played in Leverkusen was a 3 at the back. It was either like a basic 5 at the back fully, or like a 3-4-3, or it should be the 4 at the back that he played with Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still most likely going to be a 3 that at some points of the game you have to be comfortable with. Even if it starts off as a 4. Like, there were games where Pedro Neto was a left winger. Was he really a left winger? No, he was a fucking left wing back.
Yeah. John Santos, if Omega's going to be doing that, he's got to stay fit first.
This guy Omega's faster than Mbappe and will cook with his long... Brother, he needs to stay fit. And also his shooting is nowhere close to Mbappe, but hey.
Yeah. One final thing before we bounce, because I want to watch the next game.
You're not a Nets fan? You're not Nets Nation?
I am, but I also...
Wow! Look at this! Ahmed! This man's a Nets fan saying, I gotta cheer for the Knicks now.
He's a loser.
I didn't say I had to cheer. All I said is I have to watch the Knicks.
Marshall is a loser, man. Not backing his new jersey Nets for the Brooklyn Nets.
Speaking of which,
bro,
Marshall,
at this point, all I'm gonna say one day is just bomb, and you guys are gonna call me a terrorist and call ICE and all this stuff. Y'all jump to the craziest conclusions. All I said is I just want to watch the Knicks, and you guys said, look, you favor the Knicks. Oh, look at that, he's sucking fucking Brunson's nuts. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I didn't even say any of these things.
Marshall mentioned bombs and he said, you gotta start calling me a terrorist. You know what I say about Peru, man? And he watched Country Day compare Peru to. So
okay.
Oh, God.
Anyways.
We're not even like a war-ridden nation like that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Anyways,
maybe Stuff Pro. Maybe.
Speaking of
what I was
bringing
gonna
things
ask
to
you
the light,
guys.
Marshall, hold on. Can I just say this, Marshall?
What? Go for it. Yeah.
Speaking of bringing things to the light, right? Marshall.
Wait. If you're gonna do what you think you're gonna do, don't do it because I need to get a receipt. Is it about what I said in the group chat, or is something else?
Never mind. Continue that.
Okay. Yeah. I need to go and search for receipts.
Don't even have the receipt.
We'll do it next time. I gotta find it. It's dug deep in the trenches. That's the one bad thing about having 3-hour shows, people. We say so many things, it's hard to find some receipts sometimes. But don't worry, your boy is on it. I got nothing better to do.
Marshall,
I'm petty like that.
You gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready, man. Come on.
Yeah, no, you're right. But speaking of staying ready, what are the chances? What do we think about the chances of Spurs getting relegated? Up against Everton the next game, and West Ham have Leeds.
Do you know who Everton's manager is?
I think Tottenham might stay up.
David Moyes.
I think that's
David Moyes, man.
Big David.
David Moyes.
Wait, are you saying he's gonna play nice?
He might do.
Are you gonna say he's gonna play the sympathy card?
It might be time to do the G.
I think Spurs stay up though.
I actually think Spurs. I am actually of the belief that
Spurs are gonna fight like hell that day.
Unfortunately,
they're supposed to fight.
There you go.
But listen, I promise you.
Look at that clown Mickey Van Der Ven, bro.
West Ham, the West Ham and Leeds don't have anything to play for at this point.
Man, West Ham do. They might get relegated.
No, Leeds don't have anything to play for.
Yeah, Leeds don't. Neither do.
I don't think
West Ham are fighting to survive.
I don't think people understand how toxic that stadium is for Spurs. They're going down. They're not winning.
Who's going?
Oh yeah, it's a home game too, Ahmed. I forgot. Spurs are playing at home.
Prime. They're ahead by West Ham by 2 points. West Ham have to win. That's something.
Yeah, I know.
They have to
The
win.
only way this goes down where
and you've
Spurs
talked
get
to Mike's.
relegated is
You've talked to Mike's Prime. He doesn't think they're winning that. So.
Yeah, but Mike's like it doesn't think West Ham will ever win a game ever. So like he's.
Understandable. You know.
Yeah, bro. Spurs,
come on, you Irons, man.
Spurs are going. Spurs are. They're going down.
I hope they do, man.
Bro, there's no atmosphere at home. They're dead. Like
all I'm gonna say is, hey, Xavi Simons, 20 million. Let's come back.
Leeds have nothing to play for. So it's not like Leeds have any reason.
20 million?
Xabi Alonso here.
20 million?
I don't know where he fit. I don't know where he fits.
I just listen.
Also, we got to see how he comes back because he just got that ACL. Remember?
Oh
yeah,
I forgot about that.
The issue more than anything else, Marshall, is that listen, like there is a necessary need for Spurs to lose on our part, right? We all want Spurs to lose, yada yada yada, etc. etc. I think West Ham, man.
Do we all want Spurs to lose?
We have listen. If you wanted to make it permanent, they need to lose the game. If they lose the game and West Ham win, that's it, bro.
That's it.
No. You said we all want Spurs to lose. I personally don't care about Spurs.
If Spurs draw.
Well, listen, man. I think for us it would be a great historic moment for us to be able to watch. You know,
watch them go down. Yeah.
If
I need to see Arsenal win the league, I need Spurs to get relegated. If I'm seeing Arsenal win the league,
you know what history is going to remember the season as? The year Spurs got relegated, Arsenal won the league. That's what the season.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want.
That's what I think is pretty. Is that not pretty cool?
Yeah. Oh, you think it's cool? Arsenal won the league, Ahmed? Crazy.
No, but if Arsenal wins the league, I want Spurs relegated. If I'm having the evil of Arsenal winning the league,
I want to walk out with something, Prime.
Yeah, like I want. Hey,
listen, I don't hate Spurs. I don't care about them. No, I don't care about Spurs. I don't hate them.
I'm a bit like that, but like
I don't. I know Chelsea fans have this hatred of Spurs. I don't care.
I still do.
I don't care.
Fuck those kids.
If they got liquidated tomorrow or they stayed up,
I would dance on that grave. I would.
They don't care about Tottenham. They don't care about us. All we care about is get Tottenham relegated.
Hey, facts, man. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Let's just get this club relegated. We did our part.
No, right? I need to dunk on my cousin, man. My cousin was talking shit like these guys could win today. No, I want them relegated.
Your cousin's a Spurs fan. Crazy.
Yeah, he's coming. He's visiting me to Toronto from Boston. I want to dunk on his head next month, man. Let's fucking go, man.
This is why I just feel like for me, it just makes sense for Spurs to get relegated. Low-key, it makes sense. Like, listen, Sadiq Khan said it best. You know, listen, yeah, I'm not trying to get my council tax raised. I'm not trying to get my council tax raised, as you know. If Spurs get relegated, it's going to cost me money, the taxpayer. And I'm not trying to...
Yo, that's a good shout. We should get... But he's a left-sided center back.
Wait.
You didn't know?
Yeah.
You didn't know, bro?
Council tax is getting raised around London.
So no, it will cost us free. It's gonna cost the taxpayer millions if West Ham get relegated. That's what it was literally.
West Ham, yeah, okay, yeah.
So I knew that's what I'm saying, and that affects me.
If West Ham get relegated, tax.
Yes, because West Ham are leasing that stadium for 99 years, so they're not gonna get the Prem revenue money. So that's gonna count the government,
crazy.
aka
that's actually crazy.
That's gonna count.
Be relying on West.
That's gonna cost London the city money. That's gonna increase. That's why the council taxes.
That's gonna be fucked up.
Hey, bro, Ahmed, meal deals are about to be expensive as fuck.
Bro, meal deals already gone. Listen, meal deals these days, man. I have to make sure I've got a Tesco Club card these days, man.
Bro, I need to take out a mortgage. I need to get a mortgage just to get a meal deal. I need to get a mortgage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too good.
Like again, as I said, listen, again, as I said before, man. Marshall, I need you to understand this, Akhi. For the sake of the league, we need Tottenham relegated, man. That's it.
No, that's fine. I'm all for it, bro. I'm cheering for that.
Ahmed. Okay, you know what Ahmed said about the council thing with West Ham? Yes, fine. I'm on board because I live in London, so I'm on board now. Yeah, okay. I don't, bro. London's expensive. No, I don't.
Now you care.
No. Marshall. You've been to London. It's expensive as fuck. I can't get. No, bro. It's expensive as it is.
There's always other places. I guess.
Everyone finds a reason.
Now it matters. Now it matters.
Oh yes.
Now it matters. Now it matters.
Hey, listen.
Now we want that.
Listen. I don't care about Tottenham. They don't care about me. I care about my money.
I care about my money.
Yeah.
That's a K a week, bro.
Thank you.
Oh, that's fucked up.
It's gonna cost me 300K just for a meal deal, bro. No, it's relegated. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're done. All right, but we think it's gonna happen because.
Yes.
Listen, I don't think Leeds might not try. They have nothing to play for.
I hope they don't try.
West Ham obviously playing to survive. Everton, I don't think they have anything
They're
to
not
play
playing
for
nothing either. Nah.
Because I just looked at the table. They're not going to make Conference League because of the goal difference.
Leeds in really good form though. That's what I remember.
Leeds are in decent form. Dominic Calvert-Lewin resurrected his career today, or this season. I'll be so real. He's on 15 goals, I think.
I think Leeds are gonna wanna.
Yeah.
Which is actually impressive.
Big Dom, man. Big Dom.
What is Dominic Calvert-Lewin on?
Leeds lost one game in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. Leeds only lost one game.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been in good form.
Doing good, man.
You know who they lost to, by the way? It's Chelsea in the FA Cup. That's the one game I was talking about.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin has 14 goals in the Prem. That's insane. That's insane, bro.
They haven't been defeated in the Premier League.
He resurrected his career. He was so shit for so long.
Wow, Leeds are in incredible form in the Premier League.
Yeah.
This is why, Marshall, I'm going to be honest, bro. We need the relegation to happen. Leeds, I promise you.
I agree.
Leeds are just going to be
Tottenham,
shit. Leeds are going to be shit. They're going to play some shit team. I know for a fact Leeds is actually going to help out West Ham. I'm not joking on that one.
Well, you think Leeds going to help out West Ham?
Yeah, they're going to play like a shit lineup, or they're going to play like the team's not going to play like 100%. Right?
And Spurs are playing at home, and they've been horrible at home. Against Everton especially, it was not easy.
And Everton, who have the potential, obviously, to go and get Conference League football.
No, they don't. I think they're out of it.
No, they're.
I'll show you the table.
Bro,
Prime said he's never really cared about Tottenham. If Tottenham stay through, he's gonna hate him for life.
Wait, what'd you say?
If Tottenham stay in the Premier League and West Ham get relegated, you're gonna hate Tottenham for life now. You go really care.
Listen, if Tottenham, if West Ham if West Ham get relegated and Tottenham stay up, I might have to move back to Ireland.
52, but look at the goal difference.
Yeah, but listen, there's the reality where, for example, we can drop down a few, but if they get 3 or 4 goals, man, they could be in it to win it. I'll be honest.
How? They have to get 5 goals just to tie with Brentford in goal difference.
You never know.
Who did Brentford play?
And you know Brentford are gonna lose,
Maybe,
right?
bro,
You know Brentford are probably gonna lose to Liverpool, right?
Marshall, who are Brentford playing? Oh, they're playing Liverpool.
Yeah.
Everton are playing for nothing.
That's possible. Like if Brentford lose 2-0 to Liverpool and Everton win like 5 or 3-0, 4-0.
It's mathematically not, out of the reality of things.
Okay, but look how many teams in front of him and the goal.
Look at the goal difference. Exactly, that's the biggest one. Like the goal difference is what's killing them.
They know. They know them
even at Newcastle, like Newcastle's goal difference, they have to win by 3 just to get ahead of Brentford if they win.
Remember, West Ham gonna be fine like hell. They're not gonna go down easily.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what you think?
It's gonna be an interesting one, but obviously, we're gonna be here to review the game on Sunday. We'll know the result of every game because that's the day everyone plays at the same time, right?
It's 2 p.m.
That's gonna be an interesting day. We're gonna have chock full of events to discuss in terms of the Premier League and the results of everyone across the league and how the season ends. So it's the season finale.
I wish the Premier League was that day too.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Arsenal won it. Arsenal won it today, so it is what it is. City, you disappointed me. Guardiola, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Alright, if you lost your final game or you both still won your final game, yeah, fair enough. But you just crumbled,
completely.
Just because you heard Pep was leaving.
No, for real.
They was beating teams 3-0 quite comfortable as well, 3 goals, 2 goals.
No, but that's what I mean. Like next season, I don't see the league going the way it's gone this season. I think they're gonna change a lot of the rules for corners, and I think that City are gonna improve. City are gonna improve in the way they want to play, and whatchamacallit, I don't see Arteta being able to do this again next season and getting away with it.
But they have relied a lot on corners this season as well, and
on corners they relied on super pragmatic defensive football, to the point where their attack is so stinky.
I mean, Gyökeres has done okay this season, especially second half.
Gyökeres actually stepped it up in 2026, but other than him, Saka's been horrible. Martinelli's been shit. Madueke's been shit. All their attackers just
shout out on Zinnia, man. Shout out on Zinnia, man. It's got
it's basically just Gyökeres and
we got our money. We got a little bit of 30 mil for him winning the league.
Is that actually the case?
Something like that. No, maybe not 30 mil, but there's a certain amount of money we're getting for Nani winning the league and Havertz winning the league.
Speaking of which, Marshall, Chelsea fans that I'm seeing online celebrating the money we're getting from Madueke and Havertz because Arsenal won the league. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, you shouldn't be celebrating it.
I'm not even celebrating. I'm just
you don't even get that money. If you get that money for yourself personally, celebrate.
Oh, we might get something for Kepa. We might. I don't think we do, but I know with Havertz we get something for Havertz.
I mean,
we'll find out.
Whatever, but I'd rather not win it or get it. Whatever.
I'd rather them not win it at all, but I mean, they still got the UCL to lose, which I'm almost certain they're going to lose. I'll put a bet on that one.
Put a bet on that.
I'll be real. Okay, so
I used to do.
So Marshall, last year when Arsenal lost to PSG, Arsenal lost to PSG in the semi-final last year, I said that this season they'll get to the Champions League final. I said they'll get to the final and lose this season. Now though, with the way people are gonna try and make them underdogs for the final, I don't know. I think they win it. A part of me is scared to say that, but I think they win it now.
Nah, I think this team is gonna get too nervous, and I think PSG are just too good, man.
I don't
think it's gonna be easy as you think, Marshall. Though they're gonna defend like hell at Arsenal, and they got a good defense.
Of course they are. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we'll be here. I'm thinking Saturday I'm gonna do a show, the Casually Chelsea show, just because I haven't done it in a while, and there's a lot of stuff we gotta catch up on. So Saturday I'll probably be here doing a Casually Chelsea show. Tomorrow I have a show with someone for the Chelsea hour, and then
Johnny Minerals or
no, fuck off. No. So tomorrow I'll have a show, hopefully with a guest because he hasn't responded to me yet. And then, yeah, we'll be back again Saturday as well for the Casually Chelsea show to going over a bunch of news. But yeah, we're going to rate out, ladies and gents. Obviously, a sad day where Arsenal are now champions of the Premier League. But we beat Tottenham. We did our part to hopefully have them get relegated. So big up to you guys. Hey, there's over 60 of you guys in chat. Be sure to smash up the like button on your way out, please. It's absolutely free to do. It's effortless to do, and it helps us out tremendously. And I do greatly appreciate it when you guys do hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I know some of you probably wanted to engage in chat, and you need to subscribe for an hour. But honestly, the less Arsenal fans in the chat, the more tolerable it is, because there's already enough waffle going on in the chat. I don't need Arsenal fans invading my chat. So, hey, it'll be back to 5 minutes next time. So, no worries. You can be in the chat. Also, I do want to point out one thing real quick. Just bringing attention to some nastiness that was going on in my comment section here. Or not my comment section, but my, whatchamacallit, my chat. Bro, this is absolutely untolerated. All right. Listen, you could have been joking, sure, whatever, but at the end of the day, when someone who has actually been a victim of racism and racist abuse over and over and has come out publicly and said that, I think it's just completely tasteless to say this. And honestly, I don't think anyone deserves any type of racist abuse. That's just unacceptable.
Surely do it just to get attention.
Yeah,
probably he got banned.
I have no idea
so this
why...
is too much, in my opinion. This is way too much, and I don't think any player should have to go through racism. It's fucked up. So you got banned. I don't know if you got timed out or banned, but whichever one, it is what it is. Like you can hold that.
That's disgraceful. Like
I make
like I make a lot of I make some jokes and stuff, and I say some stuff and whatever. But like wanting racist abuse on a player because they're bad is I'm not for. You can say what you want about Fofana, but aside from the racist stuff, don't bring that into it.
That's where we crossed the line. So that obviously, thank you, Pierre Romero, for banning them. I saw another one too that I wanted to address that I thought was outrageous that I saw, but I can't remember. Damn it. All right, I'll have to look back at it and then I'll address in the next one too. Nothing crazy. It's just horrible take that I saw.
It's not super bad.
No, it's not like what I just showed there.
Okay.
But it was just like, holy crap, that is a absolutely horrendous, horrible take that you just said there. I was gonna cook you at the end, but I forgot what it was. So it is what it is. No big deal. But yeah, big up every single one of you who have been hanging out in the chat with us. Big up every single one of you who stuck around. Like I said, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, all that fun stuff. And also, be sure to check out memberships. There's 4 different tiers starting at 99p. And if you are a proper casual and higher tiered member, we give shout outs at the end of every show. And that's going to go out to EE, Lanre, Sadiq, as well as Adrian. Big up to you guys for always showing the support. Also, guys, I mean, big up to everyone else who's been a member. Congrats on making it through another season of Chelsea. I know it's not done yet, but we're pretty much almost there. So shout outs to you guys. I do appreciate that. But yeah, be sure to do all that. I think someone said something about the lap. That's what it was. And I was, this. You got banned because you made this comment. You got banned for 24 hours. Josh Chronix, if you're still listening, you got banned for this. How dare you even put Enzo and Lampard in the same sentence and think that the same criticism I had for Enzo applies to Lampard. You are absolutely waffling. Absolutely, you 24-hour ban for that one. You are ridiculous for even saying that. Lampard did so much more than just GNA for Chelsea. He could do it all. He was a complete footballer, unlike Enzo. So again, that was the one that I was like, all right, well, you gotta go. So big up to you guys for weren't waffling like that. Obviously joking with Josh Chronix. He'll come back in 24 hours. But listen, I always say, if you have bad takes, in my world, you would get 50 lashes for every time you had a bad take. And that includes myself. I'm getting a lot of lashes for my fucking Semenyo take. But yeah, everyone else should be included on that. But yeah, big up to every single one of you. We're gonna raid out to Tariq Peterson, who is a City fan. I'm not gonna succumb you guys to dealing with Arsenal fan waffles. So big up to you. Copy and paste the raid message. Let everyone know where you're coming from, and then we'll catch you again tomorrow for a Chelsea hour. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful night as usual. Stay well, stay happy, stay casual, and like Kun Aguero.
Good night, guys. Pajita and sleep.
Jerk off.
Oh, but he didn't sleep.
Yeah, and sleep.